Coming off a season-opening win on the road last week, the Brown and Gold are back in Joliet today for their home debut as they host Lawrence Tech. The Saints dominated the conference awards with Sam Tumulty, Nick Franciscovich, and Scott Tumulty taking home offensive, defensive, and special teams players of the week honors. Can they maintain that exceptional level of play and keep winning? Well, with tough matchups against some of the nation's top teams looming, every victory counts this season. It's the Saints and the Blue Devils coming up on the USF Sports TV Network. And good afternoon. Welcome down to the field here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. My name is Nick, here with Coach Dan Sharp. It's the home opener for the Saints, who had a pretty nice week last week up at Waldorf University out in Iowa. A historic win, Coach. 70 points, the most points a Saints team has scored. Sam Tumulty set a few records. Scott Tumulty's on his way. We saw a couple of players get their first touchdowns of their career. It was successful. When you go through a game like that, you've experienced things like this. What's a coach takeaway from a big win like that on the first game of the season?
Well, first of all, it's just great to get off to a good start and get a win. It's that feeling in the locker room that you won your first game, you're off and going to the season. I think the other thing that's good is that he got to get a lot of his players got a chance to play, and you get an early evaluation of some of the other guys that may not normally get in if you start out with a tougher schedule. I think it's always great to kind of ease into the schedule, go out there, play a game like that, have a lot of success, and I think that builds upon in the upcoming weeks.
Well, it's going to have to, because the schedule got a whole lot tougher with the realignment of the MSFA, with Marion coming in, with St. Francis, Indiana coming in, so it's good to get that first win under their belt. For Lawrence Tech, who comes in here today, a little bit tougher first portion of the season. They started with a loss last week against St. Xavier, 31-7. They have St. Francis here in Joliet this week, and the next week they take on the number 6 team in the nation. So they don't quite ease into the schedule like St. Francis did yesterday or last week. Let's go ahead and invite head coach Joe Curry, who's going into his 13th year as the head coach of St. Francis. Lucky number 13, Coach. Jeez.
Hopefully it is lucky. I don't know if I realize it's been that long, but
surprise. What was your takeaways from last week? I know you got the win. All that matters, you went 1-0. I would think health at the end of the day is going to be pretty important, coming out of that game healthy. What were the big takeaways for you guys?
Well, I think one of the things that we preached all camp is it doesn't matter who we play. I just want to see our guys go out and play to their potential. I told them last week we're fully capable of, as simple as it sounds, we're fully capable of taking a center snap. We're fully capable of lining up correctly. We're fully capable of covering kicks and kicking the right direction and getting through the goalposts and all those different things. So at the end of the day, I was pleased with the execution of everything, and the fact that we got a lot of guys, reps, who we got a good evaluation on some of the younger guys, and for some of the guys were playing their first college game. So now hopefully we got those jitters out of the way a little bit, and we can go, just get better as the year goes along. And I just told them also, you make your best improvements from week 1 to week 2, and hopefully, now that the jitters are out of the way, hopefully we can make some improvements on last week today.
You got a lot of guys who scored touchdowns for the first time, and it had to be a little bit emotional for some of them, especially Ryan Little, who went down early with the injury. To see him get into the end zone, to see James Zillinger get into the end zone, and Dan McLaren, it had to be good for those guys.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Ryan was I don't think he's still recovered from his injury. I think we're just about a year away from that. But every time I ask him, Coach, I just want to play, and he does whatever he can to come out here and play, and I was so happy. You should have seen him as soon as he caught the touchdown pass, came to the sidelines, the biggest smile I've ever seen out of him. So he was happy to contribute to the team, and those other guys too. Those were some of the other guys that Daniel McLaurin hadn't played a game in 2 years, so got him off the schneid a little bit, and some of the other guys we got to see play. So it was all in all a positive day. Health-wise, we came out okay. We're out Joey today, so Joey will not play today. He'll be fine. He's just got a week that he's got a little bit of a knee issue, but health-wise we came out okay, and then we just gotta continue to stay healthy. If we do that, I like where we'll be.
Well, going from week 1 to week 2, like Harbaugh said, you keep business week 1. How did the week go this week, and what do you feel are the most important things you face today when you play Lawrence?
Well, I really think, what we tried to work on from week 1 to week 2, when I started in Monday meetings, said, guys, everybody just self-reflect for a second and just think about, is there one thing that you could have done better? As minuscule as that could have been. Could have been, hey, you didn't get your hands on your key on the D-line. Hey, you took a false step here. Hey, you went the wrong way on a protection on offense. Whatever that might be, is there something that you could have done better? And I asked them to focus on that this week. And I just feel that if we have everybody do that on the team, we're going to get better results today. And for Lawrence, it's they got some athletic kids. Their quarterback's really athletic, and their tailback is really good. So they got some good guys, and we're going to have to corral a little bit. But again, it comes down to us just doing our job. If we do our job, I like all of our personnel and what we got going, and hopefully we can play to our potential again.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Well, you welcome in an LT team that gave St. Francis some fits last year. It was a 14-12 victory up in Michigan last week. With this team here today, they have a brand new coach. They have a brand new quarterback, like you heard Coach Curry mention. 403 yards, though. They did take the ball away 4 times. So seems like taking care of the ball, as always, is going to be another key, right?
Definitely. I think it always comes down to turnovers. And I think today, too, you're going to look at a little bit of conditioning. It's going to be 90 degrees, a typical home opener here at St. Francis. And it'll be interesting to see how both teams hold up as we get into the fourth quarter.
Kickoff's coming up on the USF Sports TV network.
The University of St. Francis in Joliet is a welcoming community of learners, ready to make you feel right at home. With a diverse student body that is a reflection of the community we serve, our students say over and over that USF truly feels like family. To get the excellent education and promising future you deserve, visit stfrancis.edu. Our home is your home. Make yourself comfortable at USF.
It is a steamy late summer day here in Joliet. Welcome to Joliet Memorial Stadium. Saints and Blue Devils here, week number 2 of the 39th season of St. Francis football. Nick Jacobs here with Coach Dan Sharp, and we just saw the coin toss. Lawrence Tech won that coin flip. They decided to defer to the second half, so we're going to see the St. Francis offense on the field first. Let's talk a little bit really quickly about Lawrence Tech, Coach. Brand new coach, a Hall of Fame high school coach, and we're going to talk about Scott Merchant in just a little bit here after the Star-Spangled Banner here at the stadium. Coaching change after a 3-7 year last year up in Southfield, Michigan. They decided to go to the high school ranks and bring up a man named Scott Merchant. He does have some college coaching experience, was an assistant coach at his alma mater with his first job, but then he spent 15 or so years coaching Chippewa Valley High School up in Michigan, won a state title, and was inducted recently into the Michigan High School Hall of Fame as a coach. Kind of reminds you of somebody here at St. Francis, doesn't it?
It certainly does, Nick. But Gordy Gillespie had the great career coaching football at Joliet Catholic. And when Dr. Orr asked him to start a program here at St. Francis, Gordy came out. He had no players, brand new, and recruited the whole team, played varsity schedule. And Joe Curry's carrying on that great tradition today of Saints success.
Go, ready to get this ball game underway. It is a steamy one. The winds are coming out of the east a bit. Looks like the wind's picking up a little bit. It'll be at the back of the kicking team, the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils, coming in 0-1. St. Francis 1-0 after their win up at Waldorf University a week ago. Back deep to return for St. Francis, Gavin Day and Scott Tumblety. And we're underway here in Joliet. High end over kick's going to send Scott Tumblety backpedaling halfway through the end zone. He's going to eye it up and decide to put a knee in the turf and let his younger brother take over. Sam Tumblety will step in, a newly minted record holder for St. Francis, the career touchdown marks and the career scoring record he set yesterday with his 2 rushing touchdowns, breaking Brandon Ruffrin's touchdown record and John Larson's scoring record just a week ago. His older brother Scott, who just caught that kickoff, is also on record watch here. Coach Tumblety's are taking over the record book here at St. Francis. He's 46 yards of kickoff return away from setting that career mark as well. We are without 2 weapons offensively for the Saints. Joey Tumblety and Jake Friddle out with knees. First play from scrimmage, bit of a high snap. Sam has it, brings it down, fires, and it's caught by Dezion Jordan up to the 35. That's enough for a catch and run first down. Usually you see Des Jordan go deep, but they're going to have to adjust a little bit without Joey Tumblety.
Well, you can see right away at the first formation, they went with 4 wide receivers, which is probably with Friddle being out. They went to 4 wide receivers. They ran all curls, and again, right off the bat, Sam hits his man right in the open area. Again, 4 wide receivers, no tight ends, single back.
Sam raises the knee, puts Gavin Day in motion, fakes it to him. Sam, quarterback keeper, head down up to the 41-yard line and up for 6 on the quarterback run.
Well, that time they emptied the backfield out. They put their tailback in a wing. And I'm telling you, when you spread everybody else like that out, the best tailback on the field is Sam Tumblety. And they could use him as a running back as they did off tackle that time. That's going to create some problems for the front 7 of Lawrence.
Sam Tumblety only had to carry it 8 times for 40 yards, 2 touchdowns a week ago, but him and his arm were enough to garner the Offensive Player of the Week award in the MSFA Midwest. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, able to spin away from it and become very close to the first down. They're actually going to give it to him. He needed 4, and he got 4. First down for St. Francis after a tough run by the Saints quarterback.
We'll see Coach McCarthy changing up his personnel packages there. He brought Williams in to play tight end for that and used him to quick trap on that play to get Sam to get first down. So you're going to see a lot of mixtures of players running in and out today, making up for the loss of those 2 offensive weapons.
Ryan Little split out wide right, bottom of your screen. Gavin Day, the tailback in the pistol here. Sam's going to throw it. Nothing downfield, but there's a lot of green in front of him. Bouncing outside. Tumblety shoulder down, 13 yards and a Saint first down.
That's the danger of Sam Tumblety.
Who do you guard?
Who do you guard? They had great coverage on the Saints receivers then, 4 receivers set, and there you go. Sam just breaks out of there and picks up 20 yards or whatever. It's dangerous. They're going to have to put someone to spy him possibly, but then they take someone out of coverage. So pick your poison.
Second first down of the opening drive for the Brown and Gold. Nope. It's going to be Sam on the keeper, but they sniffed that one out. Only a yard there for Sam.
The outside linebacker for Lawrence is not at all key in the running back. He's all on Sam. You saw what a great fake Sam made, and he stayed his ground and was able to make the tackle after a 1-yard gain. Without
Jake Friddle, here comes James Williams, listed as a tight end, played running back the first couple of years, and they're going to split him out wide left here on this formation. Double stacks for St. Francis. Day on the left hip of Sam here on what should be 2nd down and 9. Sticks are a little bit behind.
Outside screen play here.
Yep, right over to James. He's got a blocker in front. Had to beat one man. Can't quite do it. Tried to backpedal his way for an extra yard or 2. Was able to pick up 4.
Well, James Williams is a former running back, so splitting him out there, it's just like a running play. Just a quick screen out with a lead blocker on the edge. Gives us 3rd and manageable now.
Ryan Little out wide right, along with Branch, the freshman wide receiver out of Chicago, 82. Looks like Ryan Little will be slot right. Sam in that pistol, Dave behind him here on 3rd and 5. Sam sees some on the right side of that defensive line. Play action again. They're going to look downfield. Fiery, looking for Jordan. Can't quite get underneath it. He got his left hand on it, but a little bit too much air. Dezion Jordan got behind the defense, but it's going to bring up 4th down in an interesting spot on the field.
Well, he just ran a straight post route man-to-man, outran the corner, and just a little bit off. A little bit more air underneath the ball, let him run under it, but so close.
8th play of the opening drive coming up here on 4th down, and St. Francis going to keep the offense on the field here.
4 wide receivers.
Des Jordan slot right, Ryan Little wide right. Haven't seen a target for number 4 there at the bottom of your screen quite yet.
See if they run the sticks
LT's going to rush 4. Nothing downfield again. Sam waiting. Tried to dump it down. Diving catch, but it's not going to be enough for a first down, even if Dan McLaren or Gavin Day did come up with it. It's going to be a turnover on downs on the first possession for St. Francis. Here comes the Lawrence Tech offense led by Ryan Schuster, the redshirt freshman out of Macomb, Michigan. Transferred in from Lafayette College this year. 2 years ago, played for his current head coach in high school at Chippewa Valley. So head coach and quarterback getting back together at the next level.
Yes, and there's always nice when you have that, you're familiar with your quarterback and coach. Just all the time they've spent together, all that experience of working with one another. And there's a very comfort feeling when you have someone like that you've trusted throughout high school. Now you get a chance to coach them in college.
Pretty new wide receiver core as well for Lawrence Tech, but they like their running back, Devon Bentley, who's the tailback here. He'll get the ball in the first play. St. Francis linebackers are all over it. He was able to dive for 2 yards up to the 35, 2nd and 8.
Great job up front of stalemating the offensive line. Linebackers flying to the ball. If the defense continues like this, it could be a great day for the defense. They're flying at the ball.
Last week against St. Xavier, Bentley, the running back for Lawrence Tech, 16 carries, 67 yards. He was second on the team in rushing last year. Move bumbled snap, but Schuster has outside, nearly intercepted. Heck of a diving play by Matthew Perry.
Boy, Perry did a great job of baiting the quarterback on that. Looked like he was taken off to cover the deep thirds of the field, set and waited for the release and broke on the ball, broke it up. Beautiful play.
Matt Perry, the junior out of Country Club Hills, a Mount Carmel prospect, transfer from Trinity International. 11 tackles to lead the team last week from his cornerback spot.
Boy, he showed great speed breaking on the ball, didn't he, Nick?
Intended receiver was a tight end who I didn't think that he knew the ball was coming at him. Here's 3rd down and 8 for Lawrence Tech on their opening possession. Schuster to throw. Here comes pressure. Fires down the middle. It is caught at the sticks. That's a heck of a grab in traffic. Nice play by Tyler Garrett, their leading receiver, the sophomore, to move the chains for the Blue Devils.
Great play, great composure by Lawrence quarterback. St. Francis ran a little stunt. They ran the end on the inside, brought the tackle around the outside. They picked it up well, and he threw that ball right on the money.
Nick Franciscovich there in coverage, who had a heck of a game, enough to earn him the Defensive Player of the Week last week. 2 interceptions and 2 sacks for number 6 for St. Francis. The give to Bentley. Nowhere to go. He's wrapped up. No gain on the play as the entire offense and defense collides at the 45-yard line.
Boy, Perry came up and kind of blitzed, shot the gap there, and that forced all kinds of problems for Lawrence in the backfield. They could never get their guard. Look at it, see number 11 in the backfield there, and then they never got their timing. The defensive line stood their offensive lineman up, stalemated them, and of course the linebackers are playing very well to the football today. But that play by Perry was set that whole defensive play up.
2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils. A fullback here, power I formation, under center. The give to Bentley. Inside run again, not a lot of room there. Linebackers filling gaps. It's going to bring up 3rd down. No gain on the run.
Yeah, evidently Lawrence is looking to get a lead blocker up on one of those linebackers, but still, defensive line dominating up front. Really nowhere for the running back to run. Linebackers, like you said, read their gaps well, stuffed the play right at the line of scrimmage.
Bernardi will come in to pass rush as C.J. Reeves, the nose tackle, will take a breather on the sideline here on a passing down. 3rd and 8.
Back in the pistol.
Look at the defensive backs all at the sticks. Schuster Takes the snap. Hip high, looking right. Has to step in. He takes some heat. Has to run to the 50. Wrapped up down at the 49. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great pressure by the defensive front for St. Francis.
Great pressure. Forced their quarterback out of the pocket. Again, Perry coming up, forcing the play. But how about the hustle of Strosha coming from the far side of the field, coming all the way down the line of scrimmage to make the tackle and force a punt here.
The very dangerous Scott Tumulty standing at the 10-yard line. Are they going to give him a chance?
I sure would.
I would not either. You kick that thing all the way to the far sideline. High kick, very high hang time. Scott's going to let that bounce. That's a beauty. Out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Can't ask for anything more than that from Bryson Hedden, the senior punter out of Cantella, Ohio. A transfer in from Mount Union.
Well, you love those guys that can, directional punt. They'd be able to. He put that to the short side of the field and put it out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great weapon to have. Change field position.
So each offense with an opportunity. St. Francis goes 4 and out. Turns the ball over to LT, who picks up a first down or 2 before they punt it away. Here comes Sam Tumulty and company again. Let's see if they make some adjustments here in their second drive.
Back to 4 wide receiver formation.
It's Gavin Day on the right hip of Sam. They're going to put Dezion Jordan in the jet motion. Give it to him on the sweep. Nope, Sam's going to keep it again. Trying to go inside. Able to pick up about 4, just shy of the 20.
Again, utilizing Sam's talent as a runner as well as a passer. Bringing a wide receiver back in motion actually becomes the second running back, and you have the option of handing off with Gavin lead blocking or pulling it and hitting the weak side, which is what Sam did and picked up 5 yards.
And I imagine that's really going to open up one of these long, deep passes on one of those fakes. 4 wide receivers again, looking to throw over to Little on the comeback route, hit at the 25. And that's going to be a first down for St. Francis. First catch of the day for number 4, Ryan Little.
2nd and 6, and you get a 7-yard route. The timing on that was excellent. You could tell those guys worked so close together. As soon as Little was making his cut, that ball was coming out. And beautiful timing on the pass, pick up the first down.
Same formation here, right hash, first down up to the 25. High snap. Nice job by Sam just to get a hand on it and for that not to go into the end zone. Loss of 3.
Having an athlete at quarterback, he can take bad situations and, at least get it to where it's still workable. I'm glad to see him just go down in that situation, too, and not try to force anything there.
Had to use all 5'10" of that frame to reach up there and grab it. Three wide receivers, tight end, wing on the right.
Snap trap play.
Got a flag on the play. It's Gavin Day on the carry up to the 26, but I think that's coming back.
I'm just wondering if Williams left a little early on that play. They're using their wing to trap the backside, and then Tumulty will read that, either give it or he'll run to his right. So they ran a trap to the left, but I think Williams got a little quick start there.
Matt Alston will check in on the offensive line over at left tackle.
Looks like they're going to decline it and take the play.
So 3rd and long for St. Francis. Last year against Lawrence Tech up at their place, St. Francis without Sam Tumulty. He was injured. Carl Bew got his first collegiate start leading the team to a 14-12 win. Here's 3rd down and 9. Oh, another flag? Nope, not going to throw it that time. Here's Sam to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. Tried the crossing route. It was broken up very well by Zevion McDonald, the safety.
Well, Lawrence did a great job defensively that play, understanding the situation. They dropped everybody. The total zone. The underneath linebackers got deep drops to take away that pass, and he just couldn't drop it in there. See the depth of the linebackers there. The safety's coming up, breaking up the play. Excellent defense. Switched up the zone that time on 3rd and long.
Quick move in first quarter here, Coach. 5 minutes to go, 5:40 to be exact. No score. St. Francis, Adrian Guerrero to punt this one away. He can get some hang time underneath it too. Wind is going from his left to right. That was off the end of his foot, so it's going to flutter into the hands of the return man at the 39. And a nice return into St. territory. Slowed down a bit at the 45, and down he goes. Positive field position for the Blue Devils after the punt and return.
Looked like we had pretty good coverage there, Nick, and nobody made a tackle. He just kind of squirted through there and got a big gain. As we break down here, watch, look at the coverage we have, and then everybody kind of just misses the tackle there. A great block upfield there that opened it up, but we got to do a little better job of shoring up that coverage.
Tyler Garrett, the return man for Lawrence Tech. Pistol with a tight end right. 2 wide receivers. Nick Robinette split wide right, the redshirt junior. Top of the screen, there's the play action. Looking downfield, and that is a nice ball, but unable to be corralled in by the big tight end, Charlie Ward.
Lawrence overload. They had a tight end and wing to the right side. Faked the counter tray play to the right where they pulled the guard tackle with a little boot roll, but St. Francis didn't fall for it. Their linebackers did a great job of covering the underneath crossing routes, and there was really no place to throw the ball. That was great coverage by the secondary of St. Francis.
Second down, they're going to put 3 wide receivers out there now. Bentley still the tailback. Flag on the play, they're going to throw. Check down, it was batted to the line of scrimmage and incomplete. See who the flag was on there. Going to call it on Lawrence Tech on the incomplete pass. And one of the Lawrence Tech offensive linemen a little bit slow to get up. That's Griffin Peacock, the senior. 6'3", 265 as we take a look at our referee, David Dupree. See if our microphone's working today. St. Francis is going to decline the false start penalty, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10, but going to attend to the injured Blue Devil here.
Really impressed with the front 3 of St. Francis today in their pass rush. You know, they're not really blitzing very often, and those front 3 really caved in the pocket on that play. It made it very difficult for quarterback, Schuster, to step up and make his throw. If they can keep getting that kind of pressure with a 3-man rush, it's going to be very hard for Lawrence to throw the ball.
That's not a good sign. Not putting any kind of pressure on that left leg. The starting left tackle, senior Griffin Peacock there for the Blue Devils, helped off the field. This is the 3rd meeting between the Saints and the Blue Devils. Both of the previous 2 were up in Michigan. St. Francis won them both. The first time these 2 teams have met here at Joliet Memorial. All right, back at it after the declined penalty. 3rd down for Lawrence Tech.
They get trips to the right, single split receiver down here to the left. Pistol backfield.
Bentley behind Schuster on a big 3rd down here early on. 5:22 to go first quarter. No score. Linebackers cheating up. Here comes a late blitz. Schuster runs away from it. He's got no one in front of him. Is he going to try to run? He has to now. Races on for the sticks, and it's going to depend on the spot. They're going to mark him a yard short, it looks like. 4th down and 1. Now Coach Merchant has a decision to make as the quarterback looks like he's coming back on the field. Take a look at it again for the end of that play.
Well, it looked like their big lane opened up. Strosha came from a wide position, a 9 position coming from the outside. They blitzed on the offense's left side, so it opened up a big gap to the quarterback's right, and he's able to put them in 4th down and 1, and here we go. They're going for it. Power I formation.
4th down and 1. They give to the tailback. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Nice blocking up front by the big boys for Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, they had a lot of beef in there in the backfield and up front. Got a great push. You got the first down. As you can see, look at the push. Just straight on blocking. The lead blocker up with the fullback. Gave him just enough to sneak through there and get a few yards. Back to 4 wide receiver formation. Empty backfield. Tight end to the left.
See if St. Francis wants to bring anyone extra here on first down. 4:20 to go first quarter. Schuster, empty backfield. St. Francis will rush 3, looking deep to the end zone. Has a man open, right through his hands and incomplete. Looking for Jeff Knight. A perfect ball. Jeff Knight had to leap backward but unable to grab it. Second down. Whew.
Well, they went 4 wide receivers, and down here at the bottom of the screen, they forced a one-on-one coverage. And, boy, they did a great job getting behind our corner and just dropped the ball. Fortunate for the Saints, but that was great execution by Schuster, quarterback, and put that ball right in the money.
3 wide receivers and a running back now. Back to that pistol formation. Second down and 10. Option, pull it back, throw it. Ooh, great tackle, ball comes out. Ball still out. St. Francis thinks they have it. And they do. A big hit at the end of that play. Jars it loose. St. Francis football. Carson Hansen with the clubbed right hand. Forces the fumble. And the Saints take over. First takeaway of the game.
Great play. Lawrence was just running a sticks route, as they call it. You're going to run the distance to get the first down. So it was like about 3 receivers running a 6-yard route and curling up there. But man, what a tackle they made on that play, knocking the ball loose. Hansen recovered the ball. Big play by the Saints because stopped a pretty good drive by Lawrence there.
I believe it was Mabutis who originally wrapped him up.
That was a great play by Mabutis.
See if the Saints offense can get something going here. Sam drops, surveys, fires, lofts it up. We got some contact, and here's a flag. It's going to be a pass interference, slowing down Des Jordan on the corner route.
Yeah, Jordan was running a deep corner across the field and got cut off, and collision was made there while the ball's in the air. Easy call by the official. You can see here, he's running a very deep crossing route, and there's the contact right there, impeding his progress to the ball.
And that's what Des Jordan does. He is the deep threat for St. Francis. He will end this year as one of the leaders in reception average yardage. Last week he averaged 30 yards per catch. He'll probably be around 15, 16 yards per catch when everything is said and done.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And first down on the penalty.
Looks like they're going to move it up to the 42. Little breathing room here for Tumulty and company. They're going to put 5 wide receivers out there now. Kind of prime Des Jordan territory again.
Certainly is.
4 down linemen for LT. They're going to blitz a few more. He has to hurry. They get to him. Down he goes. 2 linebackers blitzed on the inside. Not enough offensive linemen to pick him up.
Well, previous down they were playing zone. This time they went full man-to-man and all-out blitz. Because there's no backs in the backfield, you have no extra blocker. They just brought more than can be blocked. But give credit to the Lawrence secondary, too, for making for great coverage in their man-to-man defense.
Lost 5, 2nd and 15. Gavin Day gets the handoff, but he was met immediately, only a gain of 2. LT's defense looking pretty solid here in this first quarter, 3:13 to go.
Well, defensive end Mitchell came off his block, did a great job of shedding his blocker and closed in on the tackle. C-57 come off, and it closed down. Also had some help inside from number 6, Jones, the inside linebacker. So again, great job by the defensive end shedding his block and working his way down the line of scrimmage to make a tackle.
Mitchell and Sly Jones credited with the tackle. 3rd down and long for St. Francis again. Blitz being shown again by the Blue Devils to see if they bring them. They bring 5. Sam steps up, throwing to the outside, but it was over the head of the intended receiver, Jason Hartsfield, and then they'll bring up 4th down again, and we're going to see Adrian Guerrero again with the wind, as you can hear, picking up a bit here in Joliet. That wind will be from one sideline to another, left to right, as you are looking at the Saints' point of view.
Lawrence did a good job disguising their coverage that time. It looked like they were getting into man, but they just played zone. Dropped to the first down area, forced St. Francis to throw underneath, but when you bring that blitz, he's got to get rid of it early, and they were able to force an incompletion.
Punt is away. Garrett calls for a fair catch. Made it at the 26.
Lawrence came after that punt, too. They're playing very aggressive today. A lot of blitzing. They brought 9 guys on that punt. They're coming here to play, man. They're playing extremely aggressive on defense and special teams.
St. Francis, after last week's win, 70-14, enough to pick up a few votes in the top 25 voting. They are in the receiving votes category now, after not being mentioned in the top 25 at all in the preseason. 4 wide receivers here for Ryan Schuster and company. 2:34 to go first quarter. No score. St. Francis 3 linemen. Will rush 3. Here's the handoff right into the back of the center, and he'll go backward.
Nick, this defensive line is playing outstanding today. They are controlling the line of scrimmage. They just pushed Lawrence's offensive line into the backfield. No place to run. Look at this. Look at the push they get. Look at nowhere to go. Really hats off to the way the defensive line is playing today. They're in total control.
Alan Richards, number 55 there, credited with the stop. Linebacker out of Wilmington. A lot of Wilmington Wildcats on this St. Francis roster. 2nd down and 11. They're going to rush 3. Nope, they're going to bring 4. They get to Schuster. They force an errant throw into the feet of the intended receiver on that play. Incomplete. They were looking for Charles Tigert.
Once again, Lawrence's offensive line has their hands full with that front 3. Then they brought an extra blitz. Great coverage, especially the underneath coverage by the Saints. There's nowhere to throw the ball. There's nowhere to run. Saints defense is playing as good as I've seen. But you mentioned Wilmington. I'll tell you what, with Jeff Reitz, the head coach of Wilmington, you're getting very well-coached players coming out of that program. Hall of Fame coach in his own right.
Stroja, Thulusame, and Bertinelli. 3 pass rushers with their hands in the turf, ready to get after Schuster here on 3rd and long. They're going to rush 4. Schuster, good protection, checks it down to Bentley, the running back, leaps out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Not enough for a first down.
Again, excellent execution by the Saints defense, exactly what they wanted. Brought the blitz, forced the early throw underneath. Everybody was dropped deep, come up tackle, forces the 4th down.
4th and 3, here comes the punt unit. Scott Tumulty back to return it. Already the current record holder in career kick return yards. Already holds the career punt return yards record, 800 even and counting. See if he gets a chance here. Oh, he will.
St. Francis drop back and return.
Right at Scott from the 20, up the right side, 35-40 out of bounds at the 42. Make it 822 punt return yards. A new record. It'll be a new record every time he touches the ball on a punt return.
No doubt. And St. Francis didn't even rush in anybody. They dropped their linebackers off. Linemen held up the Lawrence defenders and tried to create a wall here on the right side. What a danger he is. That could be one of their best offensive plays is their punt return.
So far, that's what it's been. Yeah.
Yep.
Sam Tumulty, 4 for 7 through the air so far. Just 23 yards, sacked 1 time. Quarterback run, and it was snuffed out, but he sheds 1. How did he do that? Could be a face mask there as well, and there come all the laundry. Sam Tumulty was dead to rights, 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, made 1 man miss, and then forced a penalty as he tried to break it upfield between the hash marks. Let's take a look at it again. Made 1 man miss, got a nice block there. And there you're going to see his head turn, which obviously means the face mask penalty.
Yeah, the play running to the left there. The right defensive end was unblocked and came down the line of scrimmage and had Sam right there. It's again, Sam being the Houdini he is, gets out of another tackle, forces a face mask, and what looked like it could have been a 4-yard loss turns into a huge gain with the penalty.
Saw Coach Curry there, 13th year as the head coach at St. Francis, 24 years with the program as a player, as a coach, a coordinator, and now as the head coach.
Tremendous coach and even a better person. St. Francis is fortunate to have him in charge of their program.
Gavin Day, straight handoff.
There, we got a nice push that time, Nick, up front. Got a big gain of about 5 yards, just running right off the right tackle.
Under a minute to go.
Ready to go.
See if they try to.
Nice push by right guard, right tackle.
Need to get one more snap here before the first quarter horn sounds.
I like the set. We got our tight end into the wing there. You got two backs, Tumulty in the backfield.
Lawrence Tech showing blitz. They're going to bring them. They saw the inside run coming, no gain, third down, and that should bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, a couple teams just punching each other in the mouth for the first 15 minutes. Let's take a look at that run again. Stuffed pretty well by the Blue Demons. And that'll be the end of quarter number one. No score between the Saints and the Blue Devils here on the USF Sports TV Network.
The University of St. Francis in Joliet is a welcoming community of learners, ready to make you feel right at home. With a diverse student body that is a reflection of the community we serve, our students say over and over that USF truly feels like family. To get the excellent education and promising future you deserve, visit stfrancis.edu. Our home is your home. Make yourself comfortable at USF.
You take a look at some of the quarterback numbers. They're almost identical between Sam Tumulty and Ryan Schuster. Tumulty 4 for 7 for 23 yards. Schuster 3 for 8 for 23 yards, both with a long of 10. Although Sam was sacked one time. Defense for St. Francis hasn't quite gotten to Schuster yet. Tumulty on the ground, 8 carries, 27 yards. Penalties have really been the reason St. Francis has been able to move the ball as much as they have.
Yeah, they got help a couple drives there with some big penalties, pass interference and a face mask. Let's see if we can knock it in here.
St. Francis, or I should say Lawrence Tech, has 2 penalties for a total of 30 yards. So for St. Francis moving the ball, 36 have been through the air, 30 have been via penalty, and 23 have been via the pass. Here we go on 3rd down and 5 as we switch sides of the field. Oh, and flag comes in. They should blow it dead here, yeah. It's going to be a false start on Gavin Day, the running back.
Well, they faked the blitz, and St. Francis flinched at it. Jumped a little bit. They saw the blitz coming, which is probably Day's responsibility. Pick up, and it forced him to flinch a little. Watch. Oh.
First penalty of the game on St. Francis. 3rd and 5 comes 3rd and 10.
Back to the 4 wide receiver set.
See how many Lawrence Tech brings, just the lineman. Sam has to try to evade, rolling right, has to get rid of it. Had a man in the vicinity out there, but it's going to go incomplete, bringing up 4th down from the 37-yard line. Guerrero's going to go out there. I imagine to punt it here. That'd be 37, about 52-yard field goal if they wanted to put that one up there, but a pretty stiff wind, crosswind from his right to left.
The way the defense is playing, if you could pin them down there and then force them to maybe punt out of the end zone on 3 hold them to 3 downs. But there's the athleticism of Sam Tumblety, again, being able to escape that. I mean, he would pressure immediately. Did an excellent job escaping the pressure, just to throw the ball and be able to get a point to get a 4th down back at the original line of scrimmage.
You see the win in effect here as Guerrero puts the point down, puts it up, bounces at the 10. Can they get it? And, it's very close. They do at the 1-inch line. Adrian Guerrero, have yourself a punt. Great hustle by the St. Francis special teamers to down it just before the goal line. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable that
Look
high.
at that. It looks like it's on the line. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. It's on the 1-inch line.
It does not get any closer than that.
The hustle of the Saints coverage team was amazing. That the ball took a crazy hop toward the goal line.
Referees are kind of discussing it here.
Oh, it looks like it's staying.
Yeah. Well, that's the best play of the game from either team so far.
Well, that's exactly what you wanted, that decision to punt there rather than try and go for it on 4th and 10, and now you pin them down there, and the Saints defense has just been playing excellent, the front, especially their front 3. So see if we can hold them down there. Look at this. He did that kick where that real high, where it had a little spin. Look at that hustle.
Hard to tell. I can't quite tell who those 2 players were, but heck of a play.
Yeah. Just great execution by the protection, the punter, and then the coverage team. Boy, you love to see that with your special teams. This could be a big play in the course of the game here.
Not very many linemen up on the line of scrimmage there for St. Francis, because they're going to throw it. Stroja hits as he's thrown. They're going deep, and Mabutis nearly had an interception. They were going long on the 1-inch line.
Yeah, they figure they put look like extra linemen in that time. They had everybody in the line of scrimmage, 2 wide receivers that are like make them think they're going to run it and then just try and catch a one-on-one. But
it wasn't. No, the Saints weren't fooled.
No, they were definitely in their deep zone coverage. Look at the coverage there, how good that is.
Pat Stroja just leveled Schuster at the end of that play. There's Nick Mabutis, junior out at Willowbrook High School, one of the many Willowbrook players, played with Sam and Scott and Joey in high school.
Power eye trying to pound it out of there a little ways.
They do get past the line of scrimmage up to the 3-yard line, so a little bit of breathing room. Brings up 3rd down and 8 for LT, deep in their own zone.
You see that a lot when you're like down on the 1-yard line to see if they can get a one-on-one situation, but St. Francis was prepared for that, had excellent coverage and great pressure from Stroja. Now you force them to get into a double tight end situation with a power eye set and just try to get room to punt out here. Be ready for a little play action pass off of this down here now off this power eye set.
St. Francis has all 11 in the box, so they're expecting the run here. The give, inside run, no room there. They might have gone backward a yard or 2. They give them the line of scrimmage, so 4th down and the punt unit on. That's all Adrian Guerrero and the special teamers. Did you see that run again? St. Francis defense fills their gaps.
The defensive line has just been playing spectacular today, controlling the offensive line of scrimmage and doing a tremendous job of holding up their offensive linemen. And that's exactly what they wanted. Punt the ball, pin them deep, get a 3 and out, and now look at the change of field position. Now you're kicking at the Tumblety at the 40.
Oh, bad snap, and they're going to knock it out of bounds, and a safety for St. Francis. Special teams scores for the 2nd week in a row. A bad snap under duress, and that was a smart play by Bryson Hedden, their senior punter. He knew if he picked it up, it wouldn't end well, so he just knocked it out of the back of the end zone for the safety.
No, that's the best thing you could do. You didn't want to give up a touchdown there with a St. Francis recovery. But, again, you got to give credit to the special teams of the Saints and their defense to force that situation and to get the score, and now they're going to get the ball in great field position after the free kick.
Coach Scott Merchant, 30-year high school coach up in Michigan. First head coaching job at the collegiate level, and this is an up-and-coming team. This Lawrence Tech squad, I'm sure he's got a nice pipeline to some of the great high schools in Michigan to pull from, including his old high school, Chippewa Valley, who he won a state title with.
Well, that's the thing you think about. You're in a program, and recruiting is the bloodline to a program. And if someone of his stature in the high school communities of Michigan, he'll be able to go in and recruit a lot of good players.
Numerous Coach of the Year awards up at the Michigan high school level, and I know Lawrence Tech excited to have him leading their program here.
Well, now they have to kick from the 20-yard line. We could get excellent field position on this, Nick.
Scott Tumulty with Gavin Day. Joey Tumulty usually stands next to his older brother on these kick returns, but he's unable to go today. So Gavin Day taking on kick return responsibilities. The ball blows off of the tee. A couple minutes into our second quarter. First points of the game, a safety. Carter Dixon puts his foot into it. Nice long kick back to the 19-yard line. Scott Tumulty returns. He needs 46 to break the record. Jumping, leaping, and spinning to the 33. 14-yard return, and a flag comes in at the end. It's going to be some unsportsmanlike conduct here at the end. I'm not sure who the culprit was, though. Didn't look too bad.
No, I didn't see it. There's something going down at the pile there. But again, tremendous kick. But then look at the athleticism of Scott Tumulty, being able to look like he's going to be stopping around the 25.
We get Matthew Perry. Well, just when you thought you might get some good field position, a penalty comes and bites you. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here at the end of the run.
Take him back to the 20.
I'll watch Scott Tumulty return a kick any chance I get.
Look at this.
Yep. Spin there. Nice little hit at the end. So, Matt, I think he's going to start peeling off some players from the pile there, and you don't need to do that.
Yeah. Nope, you can't pull someone from a pile. That's
you understand his mentality, trying to protect his guy, but you got to know that's going to cost you 15 yards.
That's right.
Sam in the gun here. Day on his left. Blitz shown from the left to Tumulty. They're going to rush just the four. Lob up to Day. Oh, Day right off of Gavin's fingertips, and a late hit penalty is going to come in at the end. That didn't look too bad to me.
That wheel route, a beautiful route, wide open off the play fake.
Ooh, yeah. He took 2 or 3 extra steps there to put a little wood onto Gavin Day, and it's going to cost Lawrence Tech 15 yards.
Well, got the 15 yards back first play. But that's a good-looking play. It's difficult to cover the wheel route with the back coming out of the backfield. It usually ends up being a linebacker, or because you're running the corner off with your wide receiver, and it opens up a nice window there on the outside of by the number. So excellent route, just couldn't reel it in.
2 running backs, 3 if you count Sam Tumulty. Give to Day, to the outside, up the hash marks, first down. Still on his feet, past the 50. Gavin Day goes for 18 yards and a first down.
Good job on the right side to seal off the edge. You get a lead blocker with those 2 backs in the backfield, and it's almost like having a pulling guard. He leads up through, wraps around, makes a block. I think they're going to stay with this formation here. It's a nice look with having your tight end Friddle not in the game. Now use 2 backs and 3 wide receivers.
Longest offensive play of the ball game so far for St. Francis, 15 yards officially.
We got a chain issue.
An equipment issue somewhere.
Looks like they're working on the chain down there.
Here we go. All right, officials back in their positions. Here we go, first down.
I really like this formation. You got 2 lead blockers for Tumulty. If you need them, there's
fake.
There it is again. Look at the edge they set.
Cuts it back up and out of bounds near the 42-yard line. Nice run by Blake Allen, the junior running back out of California, transferring from Southwest Minnesota State.
Another good chunky yard, 5 yards. They get the crack back block by the slot receiver, comes down, and then you got your halfback leading up through. So get good chunks of yardage out of this play.
First touch of the season for Blake Allen. He's still in there to the left of Tumulty. They got out of that formation, back to 4 wide receivers. Motion.
Now they motion to it.
Motion left, rolling right,
yes.
throwing to the end zone, or throwing to the sideline, looking for Dezion Jordan, but threw it out of bounds.
Nice little play fake. So then they went to 3 wide receivers to stretch them out a little further, but then use their slot receiver as the second running back. Look, he comes back in motion. If Sam could have squared his shoulders up a little bit more, got his shoulders turned towards the line of scrimmage, he might have been a little bit more accurate. It's so hard to throw when your shoulders are facing the sideline on that corner route. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get his feet set where he could turn upfield and square those shoulders off.
There's Dezion Jordan, the intended target on the last play. 3rd down and 6 for St. Francis. Sam bouncing, plenty of time. Rolling right, has to hurry, cuts it up the hash marks. He's going to be shy of the first down. 4th down and 1 coming up for St. Francis. 11:20 and counting here in the first half. Dezion Jordan either saying, let's go or take me out. I'm not exactly sure.
Actually, I thought that was excellent position by the Saints. It was great coverage by Lawrence. And Sam biding his time and make a great decision and puts them in a position where they could go for it on 4th down. Look at there. See how patient, and then he sees it, takes off, and with his running ability is able to make it 4th and short.
4th down, and we'll call it 2. Give to Gavin, cuts it up. It's going to be close. It's really going to depend on the spot. Oh, man, is it close. Lawrence Tech thinks they stopped him.
Yeah.
Did they? There's the signal. Yes, they did. Another turnover on downs. Unable to get it on 4th and 2.
They went back to like a pistol look, which is a little longer developing play when the back is so deep in the backfield. You know, when they were getting those yardage earlier, when they had the 2 backs that had the quick kick out around the edge, it's just a little bit long developing play, and Lawrence was able to establish the line of scrimmage with their defensive line enough to force a short gain.
Only 3 first downs so far in the first half for Lawrence Tech. See if they can string a few together here. 10:39 to go. They're going to screen it out to the right off the chest plate, and incomplete. That was intended for Jeff Knight. That's the same receiver who dropped the potential touchdown pass in the first quarter.
Very interesting blitz by the Saints that time. The 2 inside linebackers wrapped around the outside of the ends on a blitz, and might have distorted the pass a little bit because they were right in the passing lane as they were coming up through. So, again, we might want to look for that later. The 2 inside backers wrapping around the outside of the ends to give them a 5-man rush, and they were through clean on the outside.
Clock stop, 10.5 to go. 2nd down, and stoppage play here, bit of a delay. Not sure what the conversation is here.
It's an incomplete pass, Nick, so it has to go back to the original spot of the field, which would have been on the left hash. It was not a fumble. It was an incomplete pass, so the ball has to go back on the original spot.
Just procedural then. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Tight end on the left. That's Bentley, the tailback. Option play. Schuster keeps it, checks it down to the tight end, and escorted into the St. Francis bench by Scott Tumulty. It's a pickup of 6, 3rd down.
Very nice play action fake there. The Saints linebackers do a great job of forcing and scraping, and that play fake really drew their attention to the left of the offense, and now they're able to sneak their tight end into the short flat. Big 3rd down play here.
Same formation.
Saints in their straight out front.
They will rush 3. Lobs it to the sideline. A perfect pass caught and out of bounds at the 43. That's enough for a 1st down, again to their trusty receiver, Tyler Garrett, the sophomore.
Yeah, he just snuck behind Franciscovich. Franciscovich lost track of where that flat fitter. He kind of just deepened up a little bit, just got behind him enough and Schuster's able to just drop that ball right in there.
2-0 our score after a safety on the last possession for LT. First down here on the Saints side of the field. Schuster to throw again. Checks it down to his running back. Hit and down. No gain on the play. Coming up and making the stick, the corner Ryan Banish out of Wilmington. We were talking about Wilmington kids. Not only they're going to be well coached, coach, but they're going to come out there and hit. They are tough, tough kids.
Very tough kids, and what a great reaction. He saw the play out in front of him. Watch him break on the ball here. Look at the speed coming up. Informed tackle, perfect. That is fundamental football at its best right there.
Number 23, Ryan Banish, the redshirt sophomore, 5'7", 165. Second down, they give him a loss, so 2nd and 11 here at the 48-yard line. Schuster, quick pitch out to the 40-yard line and a couple extra yards at the end of the play. It's close, but not quite there for the first down, a yard shy. First catch for Buddy Williams, the freshman from Flint.
Lawrence, I think because of the pass rush, go to these quick, 1-2 step pass. Look at one step right there, just hitting, like they run 8-yard curls and just look for the open guy in the zone. The Saints have been giving them fits with the pass rush, so they're going to this real quick release, short routes.
6 different receivers have caught a pass so far for Lawrence Tech. Here on 3rd and 1 and a timeout, Blue Devils. They want to talk it over here. Schuster is definitely the best player on the team offensively for Lawrence Tech. Seems like when he has an idea of what he wants to do and he can do it quickly, he's very accurate.
He is. I think the only thing that slowed him down today was the rush of the Saints front three, and they added some interesting blitzes at him that he probably hasn't seen before. I think the coverage of the Saints has been excellent throughout the day, but now they're looking for to get St. Francis in a zone situation, those quick 8-yard, 7-yard routes, just get the ball out quick or use them play action, hitting the tight end underneath. I think you're going to see a lot more of that as the game progresses. The other thing the Saints have done, they've done an excellent job stopping the run. And so what's their adjustment? Short passes instead of running the ball.
For Lawrence Tech, only 18 rushing yards. Not half of those coming on one play, a Ryan Schuster scramble. Schuster through the air is 50%, 7 for 14 for 46 yards.
Here comes, they bring in that big tailback. Look at that young man in the backfield there. And overload like an they got the tight end over here to the right. Actually, 2 tight ends, I think, to the right. No, that's 1 tight end to the right. So let's see if they run to the right.
All the Saints in the box. Give to the big boy in the backfield. He's hit at the line, but he's got a nice push for the first down. Needed 1 and got 2, did the Blue Devils.
Yeah, old power I formation. Looks like we're back in the 70s watching that offense. Straight ahead power. We call that a blast play, where you just take the fullback and lead them straight up through the B gap. And great job by their offensive line to get a little bit of a push and enough to get the first down.
I'd love to tell you who that is, but I don't have a number 26 on my roster.
He is their power back. That's for sure.
Is.
3 receivers left.
First down here for Lawrence Tech. Schuster, 5-step drop, slings it across the middle, incomplete, and he had his man wide open on the crossing route. Again, it was Jeff Knight, the intended receiver, incomplete.
Knight slowed up on that one, Nick. He's running a crossing route, and he kind of settled instead of running through, and obviously Schuster was leading him, and by him hesitating or slowing up there, that cost him a reception, as you can see there on the replay. Kind of let up a little bit on that crossing route.
Number 26 is John Brunette, the graduate student running back, transferring from Kalamazoo College.
Well, they're back in that set, but they got their original tailback in there now.
Second down and 10, handoff. Nice stutter step to the 35, but defense for St. Francis there again.
St. Francis, the right side of their line, just totally stuffed that play. They got penetration, drove the Lawrence's line back. There was no place for the tailback to run. Look at the push. Look at that push we get there, and the linebacker's coming in to make a tackle. Those defensive linemen, they're doing their job. Buddy Ryan used to say to the Bears defensive linemen, you got to make Singletary all pro. You just hold up everyone. And that's what they're doing here. They're making these linebackers all conference by the way the front is holding up those blockers.
3rd and 10. Schuster looking, checks it down to Bentley, the running back. Tripped up and tackled. One-man solo tackle there for Ryan Bannis again. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10. No gain on that play.
Bannis is a heck of a tackler from the defensive back position. Once again, they'll come up here. Look at him wrap, and right at the thigh boards, he tackles them. And again, the Saints are doing a great job in coverage. They're forcing everything checkdowns. All the short passing they're forcing because no one's getting over the top of the Saints defense right now.
4th down, here we go. 4th and 10. Just kind of that weird position on the field. Too long for your field goal, too close for them to want to punt it. 5 wide receivers. Hit as he's thrown. Going deep. It is incomplete. Scott Tumulty there to defend on the back end. And a big hit up front. I think it was Nick Franciscovich who may have put a big hit on Schuster. And Schuster's taken a few of those today.
Wow. Brought the blitz from Franciscovich. You can see here coming off the right side there. Hit him right as he threw. And again, look at the coverage downfield. Excellent coverage. And forces a turnover on downs once again.
Schuster took another big hit there. He's got one from Pat Stroja, who I would not want to take a hit from. And now that one from Franciscovich.
Real impressed with the timing of these blitzes. They're a little bit of a delay blitz. They find a lane and run up through.
Here we go. Inside run on 1st down and a nice push by the left side of the offensive line. 8-yard pickup on a rugby scrum style carry.
Or like I said, call that a blast play where the back leads up through, and it's a nice little play, like an ISO play to Tumulty. I like this formation. They seem to get a lot of positive yards in this look with the 2 backs in the backfield and the 3 wide receivers.
Well, if you like offense, well, this game's not for you. But if you like defense, it's been a fun one so far.
It's really been a good one.
Gavin Day on the sweep right, picks up the first, makes one miss. There goes Gavin. 30, 25, 20, wrapped up down at the 16-yard line. Biggest play of the game for either team. Gavin Day gets St. Francis into the red zone.
Saints' 2 best offensive plays came off of this look here. Look at the lead block coming out there. A tremendous block by the lead blocker. Having the 2 backs in the backfield, you got Tumulty faking to the left that holds that backside lineman and allows them to run the sweep play. Excellent call, excellent execution. I think Coach McCarthy found something in this formation here. Now they're back to the pistol.
1st
2
down.
tight ends.
Give it right back to Gavin, leaping at the line of scrimmage, but only about a yard there. Gets it to the 15-yard line. That was the longest run of Gavin Day's career. A short career, but longest run in his career nonetheless.
Boy, once he turned the corner, man, he looked great.
42 yards. His previous long was just 19 2 years ago. 2nd down and 9 here for the Saints. Day on the left hip of Sam. Best opportunity the Saints have had. He tries to go up the seam for Ryan Little and incomplete.
Boy, the play action really held the linebackers. If Little could have just got, a little separation from the corner, there was nobody. It was a touchdown. The linebackers came up. This corner was one-on-one with no help. Looks like they're going to play man-to-man down here in the red zone. Look at the linebackers step up. Oh, just a little bit separation. We would have had 6 there.
Hartsfield into the game here on 3rd down and 9. And whistle's going to stop some things. They're going to reset the play clock to 25. Big 3rd down. You love to see 6 here. Ryan Little is wide right next to Hartsfield. Gavin Day, the right hip of Sam. Offensive line communicating. Blitz coming. Sam throwing, end zone.
Beautiful.
No! Oh, it was right in his hands. And incomplete. I believe that was Jamie Sepulveda. Yep, number 80.
Boy, that was a pretty pass, too, by Tumulty.
6'2", 210-pound
Yeah, the
junior.
little play just dropped straight back.
Oh.
Just dumped it right over the middle. Got behind the defense.
Couldn't hold on. That's going to bring up Adrian Guerrero.
At 15, the defensive back did a nice job to make sure he didn't re-catch it when he bobbled it. Broke that play up.
32-yard try for Guerrero. Plenty of leg. Low kick. Good. Adrian Guerrero, so far the MVP. Put a punt at the goal line, which led to a safety and now a field goal. Makes it 5-0 Saints. There's a score you don't see too often in football.
I think the only one in the stadium that sees that score often is Brian Mahalik, the head baseball
Yeah.
coach that's working the chains down there.
There it is again.
Boy, he just
line drive.
he bent it like Beckham there.
He sure did. 5-0, 3:39 left to go. A lot of other games in the MSFA today as well. Earlier starts were Olivet Nazarene in a crossover game against Siena Heights. St. Xavier's up on the south side taking on number 10 St. Thomas in a battle of two top 10 teams. Coming up a little bit later on this evening, it'll be Defiance College, one of the newest members of the MSFA, taking on St. Francis, Indiana. Number 6 Marion hosting Concordia. That should be a fun one later on this evening as well, out in Indianapolis. Adrian College hosting Madonna. You got Taylor, who's 2-0 out in the Mid-East Conference, taking on Judson. And number 5 team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan, a nightcap, taking on Valparaiso, a team that they beat last year.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a Northern Illinois beating Notre Dame style upset, but a pretty big upset for sure. Kickoff will come from too deep from the end zone here for Garrett. Gets it out
Good
to
job.
the 20, a nice return.
Good coverage on that play. That's a bonus when you force them inside the 25.
See if we can get some score updates for some of those earlier MSFA games. See if this defense can hold. So far, pitching a shutout here through the first.
They've been
First
very
half.
impressive this first half, Nick.
Handoff. Looks like Bentley stiff arming. He's not going to stiff arm his number counterpart, Scott Tumulty. That's going to be another loss. Another tackle for a loss for Scott Tumulty.
Well, that time they put 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and they tried to go outside, try to get a quick toss, but tremendous job of setting the edge over there by Strosha. Didn't give any lane to run through, and of course, the way the Saints secondary and linebackers are playing, they're playing downhill, they're playing fast, they're reading well, and there's nowhere to go. Again, I'm so impressed with the way this defensive line is playing up front.
We'll get you a St. Xavier score here after this long, second and long play. St. Francis bringing heat. Schuster gets rid of it quickly, but a bit inaccurate. Incomplete, third down and long. St. Xavier at home against St. Xavier, by the way, number 8 in the country, taking on St. Thomas, who's number 10. With St. Thomas on top 27-7 over the Cougars.
Wow. That time the Saints sent Perry on a corner blitz, and Schuster felt it. Never got his feet set, just got rid of the ball fast. Again, a bunch of different looks for Schuster here. Doesn't have any idea where they're coming from. If it's linebacker blitzing inside or wrapping outside or bringing corners off the edge.
Feeling like a big play here from the defense. Third down and long, this end of the field.
Very soft coverage here, as you can see.
Schuster, draw play. A lot of room for Bentley. Gets to the outside, and he's going to pick up a first. What a play call. And what a run by Bentley to move the chains on third and long.
Boy, you're exactly right, Nick. What a great play call, because you had everybody, had 8 defenders 10 yards off the line of scrimmage deep, and all you needed to do was block 3 and get some linemen downfield, which they did, and able to let this talented young running back make a couple guys miss and a first down.
Lawrence Tech did outrush St. Xavier last week. They can run the ball. First down and 10. Quarterback option, fakes the pitch. Schuster keeps it. He picks up a first. Out of bounds near midfield with 2:11 to go.
Again, nice little play. Run a little option to the edge. You know, St. Francis has been hurting them inside. They get a good block at the edge. The fake pitch draws the corner up, and that frees the quarterback. By having that extra man out there, quarterback and pitch man, put the corner, had to take the pitch, and we were able to seal the edge. He was able to seal the edge and get up through for a first down.
The two longest plays of the day so far for Lawrence Tech have been the last two. The 17-yard run by Bentley on the 3rd and long draw, and Ryan Schuster there with a 12-yard quarterback pickup. Timeout on the field here on first down. I thought he was a little closer to midfield on that play, but put him out at the 46-yard line. 2-minute warning. We've started to institute the automatic 2-minute warning here. As we mentioned before, St. Xavier at home today, trailing St. Thomas 27-7. Siena Heights and Olivet Nazarene in action as well. See if we get an update score on them as they had an 11 a.m. kickoff. It might even be pretty close to wrapped up. Let's see here. Take a look at the schedule for St. Francis. After today, they're back on the road to Michigan, take on Concordia Ann Arbor. And then homecoming on the 28th. Hopefully we can see as many alums and families here at the stadium as we can. It's going to be a fun one as Indiana Wesleyan will come into town. The presumptive conference champion out there in the Mid-East, number 5 in the country. Like we mentioned, playing Valparaiso tonight.
That'll be a big one.
We're going to see where they're at, that's for sure. First down here after the timeout. Screen outside. St. Francis going to have to tackle. And Tumblety puts him out of bounds. Just past midfield. Receiver was Buddy Williams again.
We ended up with 2 defenders going inside the block, which gave the receiver the sideline to run up to. We should have one guy outside, one guy inside. Seems like we've had some issues spotting the ball this afternoon.
You know, early in the season for everybody, right?
That's right.
5-0, 3:33 to go. Yes, you're listening to Saints football, not Saints baseball. Second down and 7 here for LT. Under 2 minutes. Clock stopped at 1:54. Pistol formation again. Schuster wants to throw it. Fires down the middle and is tipped. It would have been intercepted by Scott Tumblety. If that ball wasn't tipped at the last second by Tyler Garrett, the intended receiver, Scott Tumblety had beach ball-sized eyeballs looking for that interception.
Yeah, again, excellent coverage, underneath coverage and over-the-top coverage. Kind of squeezed them, sandwiched them. It's very difficult to drop the ball into that tight of a window. Interesting, the quarterback puts his hand behind his back, and I think he kind of signals sometimes to the running back. See, he's got his hand behind his back there, signaling to the running back the protection, which way he wants him to go. He's got his hand behind the back. He gives the running back instruction, and then the running back blocks protection and route.
Third down play, and it is caught for a first down. Another third down pickup again to Buddy Williams, the freshman receiver, to move the chains.
Quick release. There's the blitz. They picked it up and able to hit the receiver on a curl route right at the stick. So that was a set route. You run to where the first down marker is, stop, face the quarterback.
Got a final up in Siena Heights between Siena Heights and Olivet Nazarene. Get that team to second. First down. Nice play by Schuster. 3-step drop. Plenty of time. Checks it down again to Bentley. Race for the sticks. Shoulder down and close to the first down. A yard shy.
Doesn't it seem like Lawrence has got some rhythm now
yes,
in their offense? They, these short check down routes, they're getting good positive yardage. The quarterback is doing a great job of controlling the protection they're using. Look, see his hand behind his back there. He's giving the running back direction.
Second down, they're going to throw it again outside. It is caught upfield at the 30 to the 22, and it's another first down.
What a great adjustment. That time the blitz came, quarterback read the blitz was coming from his left, hand signaled the running back to go left, picked up the blitz, gave him time to hit the out route. So nice adjustments here by Lawrence in this drive.
10th play of the drive coming up. Started back at the 21-yard line. Best this offense has looked with 1 minute to go. Schuster left, nothing there, cuts it back right, still directing traffic. Now he's going to run it, and out of bounds he goes at the 20. Actually, they're going to give him the 21-yard line, so second down and 3.
Great decision. They started to run a rollout to the left, and boy, did the Saints cover that. But a lane opened up to the right, and even though Schuster's not the fastest player, very nimble athlete, good footwork, was able to get some positive yards to force a second and short.
Oh, careful there at the end there from Matthew Perry, too. You know what? Schuster just looks calm. He's not rushed. Pistol formation again. Let's see if they give it to Bentley. Nope. Schuster throwing, crossing route. Ooh, did it come in early? It did.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, that was awful close.
Man, oh man. That's a tough angle to see that too. Everything was, he couldn't have seen through the players to see where that ball was.
Let's see if we can get a look here.
I don't know.
That was almost the same exact time. That looked pretty well timed from Scott Tumulty.
And where that official made the call, there's no way he could see the ball through the two players there. But I am really impressed at how Lawrence is now picking up the blitz and protecting Schuster. You give him that little bit of time, he's pretty accurate. And they're doing a good job now up front of picking up those blitzes.
Great job by the crew up here for these replays. That looked like a nice play by Scotty, but it's going to give first and goal to the 5-yard line for LT. Their best chance. The last time they were in this position, they turned it over. Fumble and a recovery by St. Francis. Here's Schuster. Play action, rolling right. Dumps it down into the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Touchdown for Charlie Ward, his first touchdown of the season. Gives Lawrence Tech the lead, 6-5 with the extra point coming up.
That's the play they tried to run to the left earlier when he scrambled for 8 yards. Now they ran it to the right. Great play fake, drew the Saints linebackers out of position. He's able to roll, and then with that threat of runner pass, look, his threat to runner pass, he's able to dump it off. And again, there was no one on the edge there. There's no one having contained. He was able to sell the play fake, roll out, make the throw.
Good snap, holds down, kick looks good from here, and it is. First touchdown of the game goes to LT, 7-5 the score with 51 seconds to go. Let's see if they give Scott Tumulty or Gavin Day a chance on this kickoff return.
Well, you're right about the film crew here, the production crew here. That picture we saw is better than you see in the NFL replay booth. You know?
Best in
it
the
was
business,
very obvious right there. It's too bad we can't use it out here. we get one of those officials up here to see the great camera work. They would have reversed that play.
I think so. Olivet Nazarene on the road at Siena Heights earlier today. Olivet gets the win, 20-14 on that play. For Lawrence Tech, 11 plays, 79 yards in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That's as efficient as you're going to get. Nice drive. Not a lot of pressure from the defensive line from St. Francis. Is that just because Schuster's so good at rolling out and being mobile?
They adjusted their protection scheme. They went to the pistol look. Schuster would put his hand behind his back to dictate which side he wanted the running back to block, and he was picking up most of the blitzes then. Or if there was no blitz, he went on a short route, a check down route. So there was a great adjustments by Lawrence at picking up the blitz. So we see interesting to see how the Saints defense answers that.
They do not give Scott Tumulty a chance. They kicked it to Matthew Perry, who called for the fair catch at the 30-yard line. Let's see if Sam Tumulty, along with Matt McCarthy, the offensive coordinator, has something up their sleeve, or if they're just happy with this and will go into the locker room at halftime. We'll find out. They're going to line up like they're going for it here. Four wide receivers here for Sam. He's going to look to throw, and they're going to look to throw to Little. Across the middle, helmet comes off, but he makes the grab. Ryan Little.
What a catch. What a catch, man. Did he go up and snatch that one? Traffic. Great throw, too. The only person who could have caught that ball was Little, the way Tumulty threw it as well.
You see him limping off the field, can hardly put any pressure on that right leg. First down up to the 45. First catch of the game for Ryan Little. Here's Sam again, looking deep, nothing there. Breaks free. There goes Sam. See ya. 35-30. Cuts it outside, has some help. 25-20, 10-5. Sam Tumulty. 45-yard touchdown with 22 seconds to go in the half. It was a matter of time before Tumulty put one into the end zone. And it couldn't have come at a better time.
That's right, Nick. I tell you, Tumulty ad-libbing is one of the best offensive plays in the Saints playbook. 4 wide receivers, let him drop. Any lane opens up, he's free to go. And when he goes and he gets in space in open field, you can't tackle him. Like I said, I'd love to see the Tumulty brothers play tag in the schoolyard. They're amazing at how they make people miss.
I said 45. I was on the wrong side of the 50. That was a 45 or 50, like 56-yard touchdown for Sam. Guerrero's extra point is good. He is 11 for 11 on extra points. And actually, if you date back to last year, when Brian Mayday was 43 for 43, they're on quite the streak of made extra points.
Well, that's so important. That's great. Yeah, Tumulty, you give him a lane, and he's free to take it anytime you want. And his vision and his athleticism and his decision-making and his competitive nature, I tell you what, he's just exciting to watch. He's such a great leader for this offense and this team. Those are the things, look at how quick he turned the game around right there before half.
How demoralizing for Lawrence Tech. You think you're going to go into halftime with a lead, but then Sam Tumulty does this like a lightning bolt.
Well,
untouched.
Like they say about those quarterbacks, he takes chicken you-know-what and turns it into chicken salad. Anything that looks bad, he can turn it into good. And what a treat. They know with him that they could score at any play.
Yep.
And all the momentum's with the Saints now. If they could hold them here for the next 20 seconds going into halftime.
Kind of wish that halftime wasn't 22 seconds away.
Yeah. Great 2-minute drill there. Because you got him that can do those things.
Same idea here from St. Francis, not giving the return man a chance. One of the upbacks will return it up to the 35-yard line. Nice run back by the punter, I believe, number 9, right?
And that used up 6 seconds.
Ryston Hedden?
Yep.
Okay.
Instead of him fair catching it in 22 seconds, it ended up costing 6 seconds to gain about 8 yards.
Yeah, number 9, Ryston Hedden, their punter.
We got, we got Perry laying down on the far sideline.
That's not good. He was the leading tackler last week, I should say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Perry.
Hopefully just cramps with the heat. We mentioned how, conditioning is going to be
definitely
a factor today with it being early in the season and a very hot day here in Joliet.
It was a large unsportsmanlike conduct against the Saints.
Oh. Now that puts Bannis in striking distance here too.
Yep.
Because he's been accurate on a few deep balls. They have been dropped by the LT receivers, and that is Matthew Perry, who's going to limp off under his own power, thankfully.
Yeah,
Perry with 3
looks
tackles.
pretty promising the way he's coming off there. Well, now we're at midfield. Defenses make a stop here. They only got 16 seconds, so.
Well, didn't take that long for Sam to score.
No, it did not.
I don't think Ryan Schuster is going to run quite like Sam, but he can run and pick up first downs and smart enough to get out of bounds and has an accurate arm. And Matt Perry taking his time getting off the field here. Looks like he's okay.
There's not many people in the world that can run like Sam.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Sure that we'll get soft coverage here.
Right at the midfield stripe here with 16 seconds to go.
Tackle him in bounds.
Ryan Schuster and company. 3-step drop. Here's pressure. Delusame flushes him out, chasing him down. He gets out of bounds at midfield. Smart play by Pat Stroja to go put his palms in the air and not push him out of bounds and cost another 15.
They ran a little twist up there. First they brought defensive end, I believe it was Stroja, inside and then looped their tackle outside. Watch your see there, he loops inside. See how the tackle looped outside? Stroja came up through the inside. So that little twist confused the tackle and guard for Lawrence. Their left tackle and guard on that play, and it was able to give free rein to the quarterback. 9 seconds left here, and that was rather than blitz. I like that, running a little games up front, a little twist play.
Carson Hansen up on the line, the linebacker on the right. They're going to rush 4, handoff, nothing, and they're going to hold him up and just let that clock tick. 3, 2, there's the whistle to stop it. It should be about 2 seconds left. Oh, no, that's going to take it down, yep. Here we are at halftime. Exciting, and we had no offense through much of that first half, and then 2 touchdowns in the last 2 possessions effectively from each team.
Even though it hasn't been a lot of scoring, it's really been an exciting football game. I think both defenses playing well. I've enjoyed seeing some of the adjustments made on both sides by the Saints and by Lawrence. And again, when you put the ball in Sam Tumulty's hands, good things are going to happen. And there he did. He created a great play.
Yep.
And they work on those things, those scramble drills. And if you get a lane and you run all the secondary off, let Sam go in space, and came out to be the big play of the game so far.
Well, a bit of sad news to talk about here this afternoon. Earlier this year, I don't know if I was going to get choked up. A voice that became familiar to a lot of us went silent. Coach Lee Turnbow, he started as my partner up here in the booth about 10 years ago, but it was a partnership that really quickly turned into a friendship. His ribbing and his sarcastic jokes, Coach, were how I knew we were going to get along pretty well. His health started to get the better of him a few years ago, forced him to retire from calling games. For about 8.5 years, Coach Lee analyzed many of the really exciting moments of Saints football with the energy and the enthusiasm that you would expect from a guy who spent his life playing and coaching young men on all sorts of fields and courts. From his knowledgeable breakdown of offensive line play to his trademark ball every time a fumble occurred. And even when he became a bit weaker, he would continue to climb the stairs here at Joliet Memorial Stadium the best he could until his body just wouldn't allow him to do so. He loved being around the game and this program specifically. He loved football, but his first love, though, was baseball. He impacted countless high school players at Thornwood and at Lockport High Schools in Illinois and Andrean High School in Indiana. And he volunteer coached a lot of youth teams as well. And as any athlete knows, the impact of a coach stays with you for life. And Coach Lee impacted a lot of them. And most importantly, though, he was a family man. He loved his wife, Karen, dearly, who would constantly tell stories about his 3 kids, Kaylee and Zach and Ashley, and I loved hearing them as much as he loved telling them. Coach Lee passed away on January 10th at the age of 64, but his impact will be always remembered here at the University of St. Francis. We miss Coach dearly. Heaven's teams just got a whole lot better this year. Right now, we honor Coach Lee Turnbow. It's game time here on Saturday here at Memorial Stadium, and it's week number 1 for the St. Francis Saints. My name's Nick Jacobs here with Lee Turnbow. Pleasure to have you in here, Lee. I know you're going to bring
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
It's going to be a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. Good afternoon. Welcome down to Memorial Stadium in Joliet. Nick Jacobs, Coach Lee Turnbow with you here today. Final game of the 2015 regular season. We're on the sidelines here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. It is homecoming, and we could not have asked for a more perfect day for homecoming. The weather is beautiful. 2 great teams on the field here today.
Well, you know what it speaks to, which I love? Old school football. Run the rock, stop the running game. Looking forward to this matchup today.
Chester to throw. Steps up in the and he is flattened.
Good morning.
That's your boy right there, Chris Johnson, with his first sack of the season.
Rick Hakey, wherever you are, he kissed him. Rick Hakey played here years ago, and he used it in people like this. That was his favorite term. Watch 51. Good morning. Outstanding.
Again, 5-step drop. Pumping, nothing there. Pressure applied.
Ball.
Ball's on the ground. It is still rolling. Finally picked up by a Saint inside the 20.
Milton is back in as the running back.
Oh,
the flea
love
flicker
it.
on the first play. Going
Go,
deep for Ruffin.
baby!
It's at the 35, at the 20 to the 10. It's a touchdown. And Ruffin on a 72-yard touchdown reception.
Don't tell me there's no cheering in the press box. That's set up beautifully. That's the way you want to start the second half, boys and girls.
First down for Olivet. Southall takes the snap. Option play. It's a fumble.
Ball. Pick it up.
The big man picks it up at the 35. Still on his feet at the 20. Tackled inside the 15-yard line.
Crossbuck option. Take it a little bit behind his running back. Nice tackle. Nice. Watch him just come in here and scoop it up. Look at this. Ain't nothing but a little thing. We got a soccer match going on here.
Yeah.
Warming up in there.
He's taking Josh.
Or maybe it's a big play pass.
Yeah, he's taking
His
Josh.
parents just put him in there.
It's a great idea.
See,
who's the genius parent?
I am right now, okay?
You throw it.
Put every kid in there, and then you're good.
You put 2 soccer nets face to face and put the kid in there. Like, have fun.
See, I got this. I can't go anywhere. I'm going to try to go this way. Oh, I found the escape hatch. Ta-da! No. You want to kick? Yeah, you want to kick the football. A sniper. Got him.
That's a beautiful thing. They getting your good side there, Coach?
I don't have a good side. Ask my wife.
She also told you to keep the yelling to a minimum.
Yeah, she did. Well, I get a little excited. That's what you do.
You know what? If Coach Turnbow's up here not screaming after every fumble and great block, what are we even doing? You might as well not be here. That's Lee. That is
I'm just saying.
quintessential Turnbow. And if you're not screaming after every great play, I don't want you around. All right?
Show a little enthusiasm.
That's right. Welcome back to Joliet Memorial Stadium, where our halftime score is 12-7. Not a score you see every day, but thank you very much for joining us, whether you're in the Joliet area or Southfield, Michigan area, or anywhere else across the country. We appreciate that, and thank you very much to Brendan and Jessica putting that piece together for Coach Turnbull. That was special. That was special. And I know you've run across him before in your football travels around the area.
I knew Lee back when I was a young assistant coach here for Coach Gillespie at St. Francis. Him and Dave Bernhardt would do some of our games in the late 80s and the early 90s, and when I was here, and just a great person. And I probably got to know Lee a lot better when he did high school football games for Will County Sports, the cable Channel 6 network here in Joliet. And one thing, first of all, your sentiments and how eloquent you were in describing Lee, it was just so special. And he's the kind of guy that loved the kids. It showed when he would interview them on the sidelines or at the games. Two things you always notice: his enthusiasm of being around the sports and being around young people, and how kind he treats everybody. You learn a lot about a person by watching how he treats others, and there was not a nicer or more kinder person than Lee. And the world's a little bit less better place with him not in it anymore.
I agree, and if Lee were here, and I think he is, he'd be telling us to stop jibber-jabbering about him and start talking about football, I think, right?
You are so right. We'd be getting scolded right now.
Yeah. It's like, stop talking, you got a game to broadcast.
The game is about the kids. Let's go. Let's kick this thing off, you just say it, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's look at some of the numbers from the first half. Sam Tumulty was 5 for 13, not the most efficient, not the big gaudy numbers, only 37 yards through the air. He was sacked one time, but Sam has rushed it 11 times for 103 yards and one big, long 56-yard touchdown there to end the first half. It's really the difference in the game. It's been a game of the defenses so far, and any offensive production has really come from the quarterbacks. Ryan Schuster a little bit better through the air, 13 for 24, 78 yards and one touchdown passing. Schuster is leading the team in rushing as well, 5 carries for 32 yards. The leading running back is Bentley, 7 carries for 16 yards. The longest plays of the day so far for Lawrence Tech have been that 17-yard Bentley run on a draw play on third down, and then a 12-yard Schuster quarterback scramble. That's really all there is in terms of offense. It's been a defensive battle.
Yes, both defenses have been very stingy. I'm really impressed with the Saints. Their defensive line and linebacker play, their coverage has been excellent. But one of the things you look at with the Saints that I really like seeing is with a couple formations they've been running where they've been getting quite a bit of offense out of them is when they have the 2 backs in the backfield with Tumulty and 3 wide receivers. And then when they go 4 wide and Tumulty's the 1 back, or they go 5 wide, and giving him that opportunity to drop back, throw, or take off running whenever he'd want to. I thought that Lawrence found a little rhythm late in the game, and their touchdown drives. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments Saints make defensively as they start out on defense in the second half.
Lawrence Tech won the coin flip to start the game. They deferred, so it'll be their football as we get things back underway. Adrian Guerrero making sure his special teams unit's ready to go. Checks left, checks right. Puts his big right boot into it, and we are back underway here in the second half. And that ball bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Excellent kick there. All right. Let's see if there's any changes here with the Lawrence offense as we come out. They had good success running that pistol formation late in the first half. See if they come back with that.
Scoring plays were few and far between in that first half. It started off with a safety for St. Francis after a great punt, put it at the 1-inch line, and Lawrence Tech unable to get it out of there. And then the snap for the punt was mishandled by the punter, and they just slapped it out of the back of the end zone. Adrian Guerrero added a field goal before Ryan Schuster connected with Charlie Ward for 6. And then Sam Tumulty, a big 56-yard touchdown run, made it 12-5. Flag to start things off. It's going to be a delay of game before they even got going here. Not a great way to start the second half for Lawrence Tech.
No. The quarterback's looking right at the clock, too. First and 15.
With yardage hard to come by, can't afford that. That is the fourth penalty for now 84 yards for Lawrence Tech today in just one half. Here's Schuster firing on first hand. Up, and he grabs it out of the air for an interception. Up to the 28-yard line. Trey Sayers climbs the ladder for his second interception in as many games.
There again, that underneath coverage, you're getting deep drops, forcing very small windows to drop the ball into. Now the tailback for Lawrence released. It was wide open underneath, and he tried to force it. But look at that coverage there, the over-under coverage we have down there. You got the Tumulty over the top, and then the great play on the interception.
Trey Sayers out of Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, by way of the University of New Haven and Judson University, before making his way back here for the Brown and Gold. Sam Tumulty, first play, quarterback draw. He falls forward close to the 20-yard line. He'll give him about 6.
Again, faked it to Day, going to the left, and was able to pull it out and run off the right side, gain a nice gain of 6 yards. Good blocking by the right tackle over there as he sealed off the edge for Tumulty.
Excited for Trey Sayers. He's going to have a big season. Coach Curry talked very highly of him preseason. He's going, Nick, you got to watch out for this Trey Sayers guy. Here's Gavin Day with blockers in front of him. Stutter step at the 15. Somersaults, lost the ball, but looked like it was down by the ground, may have caused that ball to come loose. So, oh no, is that Ryan Little? He's been so ginger on that leg. Even Coach Curry before the game wasn't convinced he's 100% healed from that leg break he suffered almost a year ago to the day. I believe it was week 2 or 3 of last season where he suffered that injury. And even I mentioned it in the first half where he was really limping on the leg.
It looked like he reached down and grabbed his ankle.
I hope it's an ankle. I hope it's not re-injuring that leg break. We got rolled up right from behind.
Got rolled up.
Oh, yep.
Again, that outside zone play with the lead block, they've had great success running that play earlier in the first half. And once again, now they're going to 4 wide. All they did is take Day and split him, put him in the slot over here. See if they motion him. Here he comes.
Dan McLaren is the running back. They give it to Dan. Nope, Sam's going to keep it. Right up the middle he goes past the 10. He's shy of the first down, so 2nd down and 3 coming up. Ryan Little is standing under his own power, which is good. We saw him there on the sidelines. Look at Sam go back to the huddle.
Well, that's good to see.
Yep.
That's great. Again, the St. Francis using the 2 running backs, and I love it because it looks like they have 4 wide receivers and they put a Day in motion, and now you got that same stretch play to the left, and Tumulty can run it to the right. There you go.
Keeper again. Bounces outside, looking end zone, almost untouched. Sam Tumulty with another touchdown. It's going to extend the lead to 18-7.
Beautiful series. That run off the left edge, that outside zone play with success, now draws attention to the linebackers. So now you're faking it, run a Tumulty inside between the tackles to the right, and you can't see him coming through there. He's so quick, he's on you and makes a cut, and he's in the end zone. It's a nice series that time by Coach McCarthy and the Saints offense, coming off the big turnover to start the half.
Continuing to rewrite the St. Francis record books with every touchdown. He's already the career leader in rushing touchdowns, in total touchdowns, in career points, and every touchdown is just going to add to those numbers.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And he missed half the year last year with injury. And we're only in game number 2 of this year. So you want to talk about some of the best offensive players in St. Francis history.
It starts
number
with
2.
him.
It starts with number 2. Absolutely.
Starts with him. And how much fun is it to watch him play?
So fun. He's a video game. Guerrero has it blocked. It's in the air. Is that returnable? That's returnable. I'd like to have seen a St. Francis player get an eye on that, but still on his feet here. Up to the 29-yard line. Good effort. No good on the try. That is the first miss for Guerrero in now 12 tries.
That was just low kick. I don't know what it looked like. I don't know if it hit one of their Saints' own players or if that was a very low kick.
That is the first miss in the last 55 point-after attempts for St. Francis, dating back to last year when Brian Madej went 43 for 43. Actually, Guerrero had a point after last year as well to be a part of that, and then hit on the first 10 of the season last week. Yes, 10 extra points last week, and then hit on the first one this week. So, yeah, 55 straight extra points were made until that one. When it looked like it ricocheted off a white helmet, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like it was just so low that it bounced straight up in the air. It didn't look like someone got a hand on it. You know what I mean? It was an unusual deflection, but again, the touchdown, tremendous run, tremendous play calling in that series, and the execution by the Saints, so good. You can tell they made some good adjustments at halftime.
Guerrero's kickoff. This one will be, right through the hands. That's a live ball in the end zone.
Down it. You can down it.
I didn't know. I thought he had it on the outside. Okay.
Yeah, if it goes through his hands, the momentum carries in the end zone. He could still take a knee if he wanted to on that. That's the problem, though. A lot of times, young kids panic on that, think they got to run it out.
The referees are going to have to discuss the rule on that as well.
They call it safety? No.
No. The Saints wanted it to be, but
no.
Yeah. There's only one person here that seems to know the rule on that, and that's you. And thankfully the officials.
Well, it was a muff because he never controlled the ball, so it wasn't where he had possession and then fumbled it out of the end zone. He never had full possession of the ball, so that's automatic touchback. Great start to the third quarter here.
Let's see if quarterback Ryan Schuster can respond after the interception last series. First down. Play action. Schuster wrapped up. Down he goes. Matthew Perry on another cornerback blitz got home.
It looked like kind of like that option play again, and this time Perry came right to the quarterback.
That is the first sack of the game.
Now watch Perry come flying up to this. He took the quarterback right there. Beautiful, guys. He plays like a linebacker from that corner position sometimes.
Yep.
Very physical player.
First sack of the game for St. Francis. 12:37 here, third quarter. Saints lead it 18-7. Very strange road to get to that 18. Second down, blitz shown. Here comes
outside
2 extra.
blitz.
They get to him again, and down he goes. 2 plays, 2 sacks.
St. Lawrence has been playing behind the chains this whole half. That time they brought the blitz off the offense's right side. They had the protection called for it, but the tailback couldn't handle the Saints blitz. As you can see there, it runs right through number 1, and that's I think that was who was that?
It's Carson Hansen on the sack.
Carson Hansen ran right through tailback for Lawrence.
First sack of this season for Hansen. Yep. Here's third down and long. Hit as he's thrown again. Dumped it down to Bentley, and he's taken down by a host of Saints. Looks like one of the defensive linemen had to come up and finish that play off.
That was tremendous pursuit.
Robbie Lusame there.
Oh, the way they got to the ball and then corralled them. They just fenced them in, and they didn't, overrun it. They closed them in, and he couldn't go anywhere. Look at look at all the brown jerseys, 4 of them, corralling Bentley there, and Saints defense is really sharp the second half, man. They're coming out, getting after it.
Wind picking up, as you can hear in the microphone as well. Good snap here on the punt. It is away, very short. Takes a hop right. No, Scott's going like, now I'm good. I thought he was going to get it and go. That is a very untumulty-like play to let it actually go past him. Smart play, but every Tumulty that I've seen play this game picks it up and tries to get as much as they can out of it.
dodged the ball. Even the ball can't get him. He just
Yeah.
made a move on the ball there.
Like, now
Get them from getting hit. He thought about it. Watch this move he makes right here.
No, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Stam still with a great starting field position here at the 47-yard line. See if Ryan Little probably still on the bench, I would assume.
We got a defensive lineman, Reeves, lined up out. Is that 90 or is that 80?
80, yeah,
80.
that's 80, Jamie Sepulveda.
Sepulveda.
6'2", big target on the outside bottom of your screen, but they're going to keep it for Sam. Inside run for Sam, picks up 5, second down. Well, maybe 4.
Boy, they're getting good push, good yardage on first down here.
The second half has been all Saints.
Yeah, it seems like you look at Lawrence and they're first and 15 or second and 15, and the Saints are second and 7, second and 5. Getting off the ball good here. We got a little bunch of trips down here to the left. Split end to the right. Screen.
Here we go. Sam looking long, checks it down. Instead, looking for Jordan on the out route, goes incomplete. Looked like he wanted the aforementioned Sepulveda downfield. Well covered.
It's covered well. And they did a good job, too, pass rush. It kind of kept Sam in the pocket. So they don't want him sneaking out to the outside. They're trying to come in and just keep the pocket for him and just collapse it.
Third down, what do you like here, Coach?
I like Tumblety drop back to pass, then run. That's what I
Okay. He's going to roll left, look to throw. He's double covered downfield, not going to get it to Jordan. There he goes. Sam dives for the 45, and that is not enough for a first down. He'll be 2 yards short. God, he makes me so nervous. He's fun to watch, but I mean, it's just very much like Tua Tagovailoa with Miami, getting that concussion, just running and diving forward like that. It just scares me every time he does it.
Yeah, he's such a competitor, you know. And
We're going to line up for it, 4th down and 2.
Why not? I would definitely go for
Hard
it as
count?
well. Yeah.
Gavin Day on the sweep, and there's no one home there. He's going to turn the corner, up the numbers. First down, runs over Blue Devils on his way to the 21-yard line.
Wow.
Big first down for Gavin Day.
Wow. Boy, did Williams hook the outside linebacker, set the edge perfectly for the offense. Watch that hook block right there. See him get around? He allows Day to get to the outside, and then Day just lowers the boom right there. That play has been working, that outside sweep, that outside zone.
23-yard carry for Gavin Day. 9-12, third quarter, first down. Inching toward the red zone is St. Francis. Here goes Tumblety. Runs over a linebacker to the 10 for a first down. Nobody's safe.
Nope. They're running hard. They're running downhill. Again, that's the complementary play to what we just saw. Day faking around the outside, and there goes Tumblety between the tackles to the left. Look at the blocking there. We sealed it. What a great hole they opened up there in the B gap, and Tumblety took full advantage.
Sam hands off to Gavin, but it was cut off perfectly that time. Nice stop by Brody Snyder, the linebacker.
I think he was unblocked on that play for some reason.
Leading tackler last week with 14 is Snyder. Leading tackler today as well. That was his 9th tackle. Looking for another double-digit number out of his linebacker spot.
Well, he shot that gap quick, so I don't know if we even got a body on him there. He came through so fast.
He was the leading tackler for this team last year as well with 53. Here's Sam, empty backfield, looking. Here comes pressure. He's just going to throw it away. Live to fight another day. Third down and 13, ball at the 15-yard line, well within Adrian Guerrero's field goal range. He did hit earlier today, as you see some great blocking by that offensive line. Look at that.
And
gave him all the time in the world.
Yeah, the ability for Sam to, extend the play. Keep it going and then be able to get out of the pocket and throw it away so you can, like you said, live for another day.
3rd and 13. They need to get to the 3-yard line for a first down. Tumblety steps in the pocket. Corner or post route. It is caught for a touchdown. Gavin Day, the reception out of the backfield, probably out of the right slot. And another score for St. Francis.
Great play. Day in the backfield, runs what they call a little Texas route. Looks like he's going to run a wheel, stops, brings it back to the inside. You had everybody fly out to cover the 4 wide receivers. So it opened up the middle. And look at the timing. Watch, He's going to start out like he's going to run a wheel here if you watch number 10. He starts out, then he's going to cut right back to the inside, and nobody there. They let everybody slide out. And little delay route there. Beautiful call, beautiful execution. Joey set it up good. He used his eyes downfield and come off and dumped it to Day.
25-7 after the extra point is good. That drive, just 8 plays, 53 yards in 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Gavin Day, the catch in the score.
You got a lot of weapons, Nick.
First touchdown pass of the game for Sam.
A lot of weapons. You got 2 of your better ones out today. And then guys like Day and Little, and obviously Sam always picking things up. But
that was the first touchdown catch of Gavin Day's career.
Perfect. Just the timing of it all. Tumblety looking downfield, draws the safety out, opens the middle, and then comes back and dumps it. A nice little delay route by Day. And the offensive line, you know, the second and now the third quarter have really been playing well.
Gavin Day, first year being the featured back for the Saints offense. Return will be from the 8-yard line. Oh, turf monster! Got him at the 20-yard line.
What would Lee say?
Sniper. Nailed it.
That's for you, Lee.
That's for Lee. That's right. Sniper got him. Return man was Tyler Garrett, a sophomore. Watch it again. Ready? Pow!
There you go.
First down, Lawrence Tech. Lawrence Tech was 3-7 last season. Second year in a row they went 3-7, looking to improve with a new coach, a new quarterback. Definitely an improved team from last year, no doubt about that. This is an up-and-coming program. Option play, they pitch it, but sniffed out and defeated by St. Francis. Alan Richards, the linebacker, read their keys well.
Can't play it any better than that. Kind of tough running that to the short side of the field. There's not a lot of room. But the way that Strosha played it, and who's our other?
Alan Richards, the linebacker.
Yeah, that boy, they just read that well.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Taking quite a long time getting that offense set for this play. 5 on the play clock. Snap to Schuster, nothing right, nothing left. Here comes Richards, affecting the throw. Incomplete.
I think we got a hold on the defense over here.
A couple flags on the far side of the field.
Again, front 3 getting good push, and then the delay blitz by Richards created all the problems there for the quarterback Schuster. Richards just reads it, takes his time. As soon as the quarterback breaks out of the pocket, he's coming. And forced a early pass, but looks like it's all for naught because we got a holding penalty here.
That's going to be the 5th penalty on St. Francis for 60 yards. 4 penalties for Lawrence Tech today as well for 84. A lot of 15-yard varieties for LT. First down for the Blue Devils up to the 31. Pistol form again.
5-man line now.
And they need to protect him. Oh, here comes a blitz from the corner. They don't get to him. They're going to go one-on-one. Looking deep, has the man, and it is batted away. That is a beautifully played football by Ryan Bannis, the corner. A little bit underthrown because the wide receiver, Jaden Rembert, had his man. He was behind the defense, and if there was another 5 yards on that ball, it probably would have been a touchdown. Take a look again at it.
Right. He threw it a moment late. If he'd have thrown it a hair earlier, he had separate, but he allowed the Saints to come back and make that play. Manis stayed with it and got his hand right in there as he was bringing the ball in, got his hand between his arms and broke that ball up beautifully.
First pass breakup of the game for Banis, but he's had a few tackles as well. He's having a nice game. 2nd down and 10. Schuster on the run, slides. Good job by St. Francis to avoid any unnecessary contact. Up to the 33-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, that time a lane opened up there on the right side. As you can see here, with Richards going outside, it opened up a lane on the inside there, and he took it, got some positive yards. That's their best offensive play of the half so far.
And Lawrence Tech's offense really was starting to get in rhythm there at the end of the first half.
They did.
They just lost it here at halftime. That Saints defense, though, is getting after it, especially up front.
Yes,
and the DBs have not given any room for those wide receivers either. 3rd down and 4. Play action, but he's in trouble again. Fires into the St. Francis bench and incomplete. Great rush up front by the nose tackle, C.J. Reeves. 6 foot 315, and look at him run. Look at 90 motor, filling some big shoes left by Mike Johnson in that nose tackle spot.
You get your front 3 creating pressure like that. It allows you to do a lot of things with both coverages and maybe not at the blitz as much, but they're just giving that line of Lawrence havoc all afternoon. Great pass rush on that time by Reeves.
They have to punt it away here. Scott Tumulty, the program's punt return leader, standing at his 36. And will he get a shot? No, that was right off the side of his foot, out of bounds. That probably went out of bounds around midfield.
Giving us good field position again. He struggled punting the last couple of times. His best play was on the kick return.
Yep.
We got to, we're getting always good field position. Our defense stopping them, and here we are near midfield again.
Now this is a big one for Lawrence Tech's defense here, because if they let another touchdown go with how much the offense has struggled against St. Francis, it might be a hill too high. So a big moment for the LT defense here. They need to stop. But nothing so far, at least in this half, has shown that Sam Tumulty and this offense can be stopped. Good to see Ryan Little back on the field, right slot, top of your screen. Play action. Looking downfield, Des Jordan, 1 play, 1 touchdown, 52-yard strike from number 2 to number 3. They make it look so easy.
So nice. And that's the 3rd phase of that series. They give it to Day out around the end. They fake it to Day, Tumulty runs. Now they fake it to Day, and Tumulty throws. Post route, wide open. That safety was frozen with the play action, because you got to stop Day, then you got to stop Tumulty from running, and now all of a sudden you got to get back and cover the pass. Very difficult. Great play calling, great execution.
Well, easy to chart that drive, huh? 1 play, 52 yards, 8 seconds.
What a 10-minute football by the Saints in the second half. Fantastic.
Holy cow.
All 3 facets are playing great. Offense, defense, and special teams. You talk about having rhythm in your offense in the second half.
Don't get better than that.
Oh, the running game, the play action passing, the quarterback running. Great play calling. Like I said, the execution was perfect. They actually had 2 guys wide open. They had the tight end open in the flat, too. It was a pickup. Great throw.
Guerrero ready to set up. Guerrero wasn't even supposed to be the starting kicker this year. Supposed to be Luis Torres. But he was ineligible the first game. And I know he suited up for this game and was out there warming up, but I think just Guerrero's had such a great first game. It's kind of his job now. That's what it seemed like. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just what it kind of seems like at this point.
It's got to be that orange shoe.
I guess. Yeah.
It's like George, it's the shoe.
I'm going to start wearing one orange shoe.
See him put it in the end zone again.
Yep.
That a boy.
From the goal line.
Out.
Yeah, he'll bring it out. Middle of the field, big hit at the 20.
Look at how impressive they are in their coverage. They all kept their lanes. started up to the right side and cut it back to the middle, but we kept our lanes and just closed the lanes in and nowhere to run.
James Williams there, number 24, in on the stop, as was Mike Torres, the redshirt sophomore from Evergreen Park.
Watch it here. He starts. It comes in the middle. Look at our position right here. Excellent position by the Saints coverage team, keeping them to the 20-yard line again, which is a great accomplishment to keep them inside the 25.
A lot of bags of ice being dished out here on the Saints sideline, trying to keep everyone cool. It's a hot one today. First down for Schuster in this LT offense. Zone look by St. Francis D. Schuster drops. Checks it down. Inaccurate throw out to the outside. He was looking for the running back, Bentley, out of the backfield, incomplete.
You know, he had good protection that time. We only rushed 3, the Saints did. But, you know, when you're getting constantly chased out of the pocket or constantly hit, you rush things. At that time, Schuster never set his feet, and that's what caused the ball to go wide. He never had his feet set and be in a good throwing position to the out. So I think the Saints are starting to affect the psyche a little bit of the quarterback as he's in the pocket.
Here's second down and 10. Give to Bentley. Just nothing there. Alan Richards, 55, there to put an end to it. Loss of 1.
Well, Franciscovich forced it. He came off that edge hard, forced him to go back up inside where all the cavalry was. Watch it. Comes in there, number 6, forces it back to the inside, and there we are. There's Richards right there to make the play. Again, behind the sticks here. We have a third 11.
Third down and long. And there's just no energy for LT.
Long. No, it's been third long this whole half. And you're right. There's really very little energy here. It kind of demoralized them.
Schuster rolls out. Looking for someone to try to get open. No one's there and has to throw it away again to bring up fourth down and long.
Excellent coverage again. That time they blitzed Sayers and flushed him out. And here we go. He comes out and there's no one to throw to. Looks like St. Francis is playing a little bit higher gear right now than Lawrence is. Just watching the pursuit, reaction of the defense. They're playing so much more faster right now than Lawrence is.
Scott Tumulty will be at the Lawrence Tech 45-yard line. The wind is almost in the face of the punter at this point, so he's going to have to get off a good one or keep it low or just kick it out of bounds. Good snap. Kick is away. Scott's going to have an opportunity. Not much room there. Up to the 37. Again, extremely short field for Sam Tumulty.
Perry again hobbled off the field there.
See the kick again, the return here from Scotty. Just
good hold there. They kind of pinned him into the sideline. But still, a very positive return. We're up to like 36-yard line here. We got McLaurin in now.
Yep, there give to Dan. Hard runner. We'll go left. 25, 20. First down for number 8, Dan McLaren. He wanted to house it. He wants to house it every opportunity he gets.
I tell you, nice zone blocking there, opened up the C gap, and I'm telling you right now, St. Francis is owning the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Our guys are getting off, getting on blocks, burying defenders.
McLaren left to Sam.
Blocking on that.
Back to Dan. Not that time, only 2 yards there, gets it into the red zone to the 17-yard line.
Get ready for Tumblety to run off the play fake on this. Pull it and go.
Got a final up on the south side as well if we're keeping tabs on the St. Xavier game. Number 8 St. Xavier upset by number 10 St. Thomas, 33-14. McLaren hit in the backfield, makes one miss, but he doesn't make the rest of the linebackers miss. He does pick up about 4, though. 3rd down and we'll say 3rd and 5.
Good hard running, keeping the feet moving. Even though there was contact made in the backfield, was able to shed the tackle and get a good few positive yards. And we lost it. We lost the guy right in the A gap there. They shot the back man through the A gap, and that's what caused the middle linebacker through the A gap, and that's what caused the problem backfield. Day back in.
3rd down. Give to Gavin. Sweep left. Nice blocking out front. 10-yard line. Out at about the 7, and that is enough for a 1st down for St. Francis. 1st and goal.
Boy, Saints have really found something with that play. That's been very successful from the 2nd quarter on. They look at how he can bounce it out. Good speed. Uses his blockers well. Shows patience.
Held that right leg at the end of that, though. We'll keep an eye on number 10. At this point, you just want to make sure everyone stays healthy. Because the schedule becomes infinitely tougher. Here's Sam. Stiff arm, spinning up the hash marks, gets inside the 5. That's a heck of a run.
Boy, they filled that hole fast. It opened up, and a safety came up through, a linebacker. And Sam was still able to avoid them and get a couple positive yards. But, man, they read that and filled it in a hurry. Watch here. As he fakes, now as he steps up in there. Had the safety and the linebacker both in that running lane.
Sam on 2nd and goal. He's going to try it himself behind a blocker, pushing forward. Touchdown. Oh, Dan McLaren. He got the handoff. Dan McLaren, 2nd touchdown of the season.
Boy, Nick, is he a hard runner?
And besides that, just a great kid, too. Has been working through injuries the last 2-3 years. Hasn't really get on the field very much, but he's making the most of his time these last 2 games. Dan McLaren, another touchdown.
Boy, I hope he continues to stay healthy because he could be a great red zone runner for us. He ran over people. He was determined to get in the end zone there.
This extra point is good. 39-7. What a 3rd quarter for St. Francis.
4 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter.
26 points this quarter. That is a statement out of halftime, as you see some of the offensive linemen. Number 33, Mateo Pilara, freshman out of Minooka.
Yeah, all business 2nd half by the Saints coming out from halftime. Made a few adjustments, but it's just the level of play you're seeing here today. Like I said, they're playing so much faster than Lawrence. They're playing so much more physical than Lawrence right now. And I think Lawrence is, a little bit kind of lethargic a little down now when they just got totally run over here in this 3rd quarter. They don't know what hit them.
Guerrero on to kick this one off. 90 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. Sidewinding kick goes 9 deep into the end zone, aided by a bit of a tailwind. And they will come out to the 20. What a 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's perfect a football you can play. Nothing's perfect, but boy, this 3rd quarter dominance by the Saints was, especially the way the 1st half was going, and to come out and just totally flip the switch at Lawrence. And like I said, the line of scrimmage has been totally dominated on both sides by the Saints. And the speed has been, their defense has been playing so impressive.
4 touchdowns. Sam Tumblety run. Sam Tumblety pass to Gavin Day.
as this one will be a short run for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of getting into an I formation there.
And then Tumulty after the pass to Gavin Day, connected on to Desi on Jordan.
Eye. Again, the Saints, if you see the push the defensive line has, that line of scrimmage is being reset 2 yards in the backfield every time.
And then Dan McLaren, the last touchdown for St. Francis. New quarterback in. This one right through the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. The new quarterback is Ricardo Marble Jr., the graduate student out of Detroit, Michigan, a transfer from Bowling Green.
Huh.
See what kind of quarterback he likes to play. You're on third down. Just got to switch something up, right? I mean, it's not like the quarterback Schuster was playing bad in any form. I'm not sure he got great protection. His receivers never really got open. Just that St. Francis defense has been so tough. So they just need a change of energy. That's kind of my take on it.
Yep.
Handoff. Nice run. Oh, running right over the defensive back for a first down. Nice carry by 24, Jacob Rainey, the junior.
Like a little quick draw there. They had good success with a draw earlier. It's kind of like a little bit of a quick draw. Lineman downfield there. Third and long again. Those were the two best plays on third and long were those draw plays.
First down. Again, your backup quarterback in here for Lawrence Tech, Ricardo Marble. Marble here to throw. Going downfield, trying to throw into double coverage, a little bit high. Intended receiver was Robinette. Nice ball, but a little bit inaccurate.
Yeah, he was so well covered there, though.
That is some great coverage on the outside. That was Rob Baranowski, number 20.
Look at the double coverage here. Look at how we got him squeezed.
Trey Sayers, number 33, who, gosh, I'm so excited to see the rest of this season. 39-7 as we go to the final few seconds of quarter number 3. Bernardi and Strozier, the defensive ends. Ooh, big hit. That's going to be a late hit.
I think Franciscovich intercepted that ball.
Yeah, he did.
Snatched it.
He did, but that's going to come back on the penalty on the late hit on the quarterback.
Oh.
He doesn't know it yet. Heck of a play by Franciscovich. The Saints faithful here in droves today, the home debut, and
that was some interception.
honestly, I didn't even see the interception.
Watch this here,
because I was watching the hit.
Look at Joe just snatched that ball 5 yards from.
That would have been the third interception of the season for Nicky if the flag wasn't thrown. Take a look at it.
Wow, what great play there.
Franciscovich, the reigning defensive player of the week in the MSFA. Here's the hit. Ooh, just a little bit outside of our camera range there as we track the ball, but penalty will move it up to the Saints 46. Nice play by 6. Handoff. Nice hard run. Alan Richards there. Ball's on the ground. I think the Saints have it. Yep, fumble. They didn't point. Still waiting for an official. There it is. Yep. Franciscovich had the pick. He just had to wait one more play for the next takeaway. St. Francis takes it away again. Just popping the ball out. I believe it was Richards hit, right?
If you watch Strozier, how far he caved their right tackle into the backfield and allowed a great lane for Richards to come through and make the hit. They're just totally dominating Lawrence's front. That was great play by Strozier, driving that tackle 5 yards deep in the backfield.
St. Francis with one interception and 2 fumble recoveries for takeaways. So 3 takeaways. Here's Tumulty downfield again. Has Jordan. There was a flag in the backfield. Here's Jordan. 20, 15, 10, 5. End zone. Let's check the flag.
It might have a holding.
Yeah, Sam knows what's going on. That's coming back. That's a heck. Holding on St. Francis is going to wipe another 50-plus yard touchdown completion off the board.
Again, great play action. Got Jordan on the post. And what a great run after catch, wasn't it?
Yep. Des is like, yeah, I just ran a really long way in 90-degree heat. Go ahead and take me out.
It's a quarter, Des. You're all right.
I am excited to see one of the newcomers here, number 17, Latorius Holiday, redshirt freshman out of Thornwood High School.
Oh, yeah, there's the hold. But look at.
Yeah, watch Desian go to work here.
Look at this. Make that guy miss, and then turn on the Jets. Guy had the angle, he outran him. Boy, I'll tell you what. Saints got some weapons, that's for sure.
That's only going to go down as a 10-yard penalty, but it's really a 60-yard penalty.
Yep.
50-yard pass plus another 10 yards from the spot. Penalty situation. Saints kind of racking them up here. 7 penalties, 85 yards. Lawrence Tech 5 flags, 88 yards. But here's the stat that's really jumping off the page for me. The yards per play. Lawrence Tech just 2.5 yards per play. St. Francis over 7 yards per play.
Wow. That's almost the first down.
Yeah.
Every play.
379 yards today for St. Francis's offense.
And I bet most of it's the second quarter of this quarter.
Yeah.
Based on what the
third quarter
total is going to be for the third quarter. But they did move the ball pretty good in the first half. We just kind of stalled out a couple times.
So that was also the end of the third quarter, by the way. So we're flipping sides. Fourth quarter now, 39-7. First down here for the Saints.
Another running.
Yep, handoff. Going to go for 2. And we have an injured Saints. You got to think it's the heat again. Thank you. Let's see who's the ball carrier. I can't quite get a number on the Saint who's down on the turf here. No, I know it's hot down there, Coach, but it's probably the hottest where we are. We probably are the ones that really have to battle through this heat. These booths up here are not air conditioned. There's very low airflow, so we're going to battle though. We're not going to complain. We're going to battle.
When you get my age, the heat's fine.
Well,
it helps those joints. But
God bless Mrs. Laquetta for bringing us the ice
She
water.
keeps us hydrated, doesn't she?
That's the key. Just stay hydrated. Or the umbrella, some shade. That's the worst, too. We do feel bad for any of the visitors who come in because they sit on that side of the field and the sun sets behind us. It's that east side of the field is rough.
It is.
Still trying to get this fourth quarter underway.
Looks like it was Alston that got hurt on that play.
Timeout here. So two previous games in the MSFA today. Earlier we saw Olivet Nazarene beat Siena Heights on the road 20-14 up in Michigan. And then on the south side of Chicago, the number 10 team in the country, St. Thomas, beat number 8 St. Xavier 33-14 earlier today. Other games on the MSFA slate, crossover games, Defiance taking on St. Francis, Indiana. Defiance out of Ohio, newest member of the Mid-States. Crossover game here too, Concordia, Ann Arbor, down at Marion, number 6 team in the country, the Marion Knights are. Madonna and Adrian College going at it tonight around 6 o'clock, Judson and Taylor. And then I'm not sure exactly where to watch this one, but if you can and you find it, probably an ESPN Plus type situation. Number 5, Indiana Wesleyan on the road at Valparaiso. That'll be a fun one. Team that Indiana Wesleyan beat. Was it last year or the year before that? Second down and long here for the Saints, finally getting this fourth quarter off and running. You just tell, like, some of the Lawrence Tech, just their body, their posture. Play action here. Sam Tumulty fires downfield, has his man at the 32, and look at the Jets. Latarius Holiday, first touchdown of his career.
Amazing. Play action, and with the two safety coverage, they're just splitting them in the post. And you couldn't throw a better ball than Sam Tumulty threw there. Hit in stride. You know, Holiday in stride, and no one was going to catch him.
Sam Tumulty out here throwing darts. We saw the speed and why they love number 17 so much. The redshirt freshman Holiday out of Thornwood. Good snap. Sam gets the hold down. Guerrero's kick is good.
Well,
the blowout is on here, 46-7.
Same play, they got called back on the holding, only this time they ran it to Holiday.
Holiday going to get some high fives from Nick Mabudis. Some of the offensive linemen, Mateo Pilara coming in, congratulating the young man. Number 17, Holiday, one of the newest weapons for St. Francis. The drive goes 3 plays, 75 yards in just 20 seconds, ending on a 63-yard strike to number 17 there.
You think about it. With 21 seconds left in the first half, it was 7-5. We were losing.
Yeah.
We scored right before half, and then we get 5 touchdowns this half? So it's like 6 touchdowns.
Yep, that was the
that we scored.
Touchdown.
You know, it's just amazing how the Saints have just turned it on or made the adjustment or whatever, but they have totally dominated this third quarter. And, you know, like I said, the last couple seconds and a half is amazing performance right now. And Tumulty with the great play fake, line game, great time, and boy, did he throw a bullet right on stride to Holiday, who finished it with a great run into the end zone.
Saints have scored 6 unanswered touchdowns since the waning seconds of the first half. I don't know what they said in that locker room, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, 20 seconds left. We were down 7-5. Remarkable. I think it's just some of the things they just reiterated what they need to do and made some subtle adjustments, and the team's execution has been flawless in the second half.
Mm-hmm. See if there's any life left in this Lawrence Tech offense here. I assume we'll see that backup quarterback Marble again, the grad student out of Detroit. Nice return. Buddy Williams bringing it up to the 34.
Looks like we had some new numbers out there too. 19.
Here's Marble. The give. Keeping it on the ground up to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. So very tough schedule for Lawrence Tech to start the year, because it's not going to get any easier for them either next week. They fell to St. Xavier last week, the number 8 team in the country, 31-7. They're going to fall here today by a larger margin. And then they're back at home next week, but they're going to take on the number 6 team in the country, Marion. So hey, it looks offsides almost, but there's the snap and the give. It's blocking up front. A first down.
Yeah, it looks like they got quite a few subs in. I think they're just going to work, get some new guys a chance to play a little bit here. They're going back running their I formation running game or their pistol running game. And, yeah, you can see that a lot of numbers we don't even have on our sheet here. So
46 unanswered points since it was 7-5 with 50 seconds to go in the first half. Yeah.
Just a great quarter. football.
Oh, blown up in the backfield by the Saints.
That's Vaughn. Mackay Vaughn.
Yeah, Mackay Van. Yeah, second down after the loss of 2. Love to see some of these youngsters get some playing time. Valuable experience if they're ever pushed into active duty, if you will. See the ball carrier there, Jacob Rainey, number 24.
Another
13.
negative play.
Yeah.
Saints defense, even with some of the new guys in, are still playing very well.
Marble to throw, nothing downfield, and there he goes. Nice solo tackle made again, minimal gain.
I think that was Emmanuel Lewis, Charles on that one.
Yep. And Nate Shute on the stop for St. Francis, and a down Saint. Yep, there's 26. Nate Shute, the freshman out of Florida. Shout out to the Shoots down in the Margate, Florida area. Hopefully they're watching today.
Might be a little cooler down there today.
It might be cooler down there, right? The heat starting to take its toll on a lot of the players here this late in the game. I'm not saying that's what this particular individual is suffering from.
Well, when we were talking earlier before the game about the possibility of the conditioning and the weather, the Saints sure showed that they were prepared to play, full 4 quarters with their kids. They were in great shape. Just the type of play and the speed and the physicality of their play in the second half sure showed me a lot today.
Starting defensive end there, Ravi Thalusame, the junior out of Florida as well, Lake Worth, Florida, transferring from Iowa Wesleyan University. Was on the roster last year. Couldn't quite get on the field too much behind Stroja and some of the other outstanding defensive ends. But he is a starter this year, and he's affecting play, no doubt about that. And he'll have the training staff take a look at him on the table. 3rd down and 10 for backup QB Marble and the Blue Devil offense. Marble to throw, going to the outside. It is caught at the 49. Gang tackled. Puts an end to that after just 4 yards. Nice catch by 84 Buddy Williams, again the freshman.
Very impressed with the tackling of the Saints defense, and in particular the secondary. A lot of one-on-one tackles that they made today. Here's another one with Banis coming up. Look at tackle there. Just, so fundamentally sound.
Just 162 yards for Lawrence Tech today on 63 plays. On the other hand, St. Francis has 9 less plays. Oh, Reeves almost blocked that ball with a Lawrence Tech player. Holy smokes, did you see that?
That was a load coming through there, man. You're right, he almost knocked the personal protector into the punter.
So that was C.J. Reeves, Curtis Reeves, number 90, who just manhandled Curtis Maxwell, who's listed at 6'5", 332.
Hello.
11:42 left to go in the game. 46-7. St. Francis, by the way, 9 less plays, but 444 yards, 8.2 per play. That'll do it. That'll get it done.
Their series weren't very long. They were scoring
on
the first play.
A lot of two play
yeah,
drives for sure.
Oh, we got it here now.
Sam Tumblety still in the game. He's going to hand off. See who the tailback is. .38. James Zillinger picked up his first touchdown of his career last week against Waldorf. 4 carries, 27 yards, and a score, and his first carry today. I honestly thought this game would be a lot closer given the great defensive effort last year against this squad. But I just think the big play offense from St. Francis just demoralized them in that third quarter. Here's Sam again. Look out. He took a hit, but he got it off, and it's complete. Up to the 28-yard line, shy of the first down.
Well, you look at Jordan and Holiday and Little. Now you bring Joey Tumulty back into the picture.
Yep, yeah, he's not even playing, right. For those who missed it earlier, Joey Tumulty out of the game today.
Yeah, and then Gavin Day, the game he's had, and then even McLaurin, how well they got some guys on offense, and they got some things they can do with their formations, where they want to put one or two tight ends when Fiddle gets back. But, man, their 4 wide receivers set is excellent.
Look at the move by Sam. Off to the races he goes to the outside. Smart play by Tumulty. That is the first time that I can remember that he ran out of bounds. He just doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. Thankfully, maybe now that he's a senior, wising up a little bit, knowing that his services are going to be needed later in the year, he makes a business decision here and goes out of bounds.
Well, that's one record he won't hold, running out of bounds. Record.
Keep an eye. Where's number 11, by the way? 13, Carl Bew. We got to keep an eye on him. I imagine with about 10 minutes to go in this game, Sam's not going to last much longer. As you see him here again, that ankle breaker move in the backfield and then gets out of bounds for a first down. Handoff, Zillinger.
I think, too, really, Coach Curry said that he only had 20 snaps last week. Sam did. So he probably wants him to get a little deeper into the game. But I don't think that we're doing anything too crazy with them. And but the fact that they had such a big win and he didn't play the second half last week, it's good to get some reps in here early before they get into the real meat of their schedule.
Yeah, can you believe that? He played the first half in one series and they had over 50 points.
Yeah.
And here we are again, 46-7. Second down and 5 for St. Francis. Sammy in the shotgun. Handoff Zillinger. Just going to be content keeping it on the ground here.
Well, he is the catalyst. We talked about that score just before half where he made the great run.
There's Carl, by the way. Keeping an eye out for number 13. We'll see if Carl Bew gets some action today. They took Sam Tumulty out of the game early in the second half last week.
Right.
Owen, his name is escaping me, but the third-string quarterback got a little bit of time to start that game. Owen McGuire out of Plainfield South.
Yeah.
He pretty much played the entire second half. Carl Bew still waiting for some time on the field this season. We'll see if this is the day. A tough run inside by Zillinger. Just gets back to the original line of scrimmage. But most importantly, the clock winding down here. 8:13 to go in the game.
But just what Tumulty brings to the team. When he scored a touchdown just before half, we said, boy, now they're going in with momentum. And they come out and they just built upon it. It does come from Sam. I mean, he could score it. We said we could score at any play. Well, he could throw it and score. He could run it and score. His play fakes after he hands it off. He does a lot for this offense, and he's what makes it go.
Maybe fourth down here, and St. Francis will call a timeout with 7.5 to go, 46-7. Take a look at the schedule for St. Francis. The competition will continue to elevate and become much more difficult as the season progresses. Next week on the road in Ann Arbor to take on Concordia, Michigan. Concordia on the road in Marion later this afternoon. And then it's Indiana Wesleyan here in Joliet for homecoming. You want to see one of the best NAIA teams in the country? Well, you can come down and see them take on Indiana Wesleyan. I'm just kidding. Indiana Wesleyan, number 5 in the country. They'll be down here for homecoming on the 28th. Then it's up on the road again on October 5th to take on Siena Heights before a bye week on October 12th. And then it's St. Xavier, Judson, St. Francis, Indiana, Olivet, Marion to end the year. Talk about some big games. You got all this playoff hopes. Well, you're going to have to go through some of the best in the country to even sniff the playoffs. Welcome to life in the MSFA.
That's a gauntlet of a schedule.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure Joe will have the guys ready for it, and I'm sure they're looking forward to that challenge. You like playing the best.
Ooh, nearly blocked, but a booming punt from
That
Guerrero.
was excellent punt.
Out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Best punt of the day by Adrian.
Yeah, I think the Saints, getting off to a great start in their first 2 games here. Learned some things, not having Joey tumble to you today and Friddle not in today, a good tight end. They learned some things about some of these other guys stepping up and playing well. And I think it really expands their offensive playbook for McCarthy with the different personnel packages he could use. So I feel good about the Saints as they get into the meat of their schedule now, and it's going to be exciting to see how they go about matching up with some of these top nationally ranked ball clubs.
Marble will go under center here in the eye. Give to the tailback. And a nice hit to end that play. That was number 12, Mike Torres, the nickel back.
Yes, they're just getting into their I formation now.
Yeah, I think they're done.
Running the ball. They got another quarterback in there now, a different guy. Number 12.
Thank you, Corey Chavis, the 6'5" redshirt freshman. Getting him some playing time.
Nice ball.
Check down to the running back. He'll pick up about 3, bring up 3rd down and 7. Love a good 6'3" quarterback, don't you?
Definitely. Got that see over the line. Look at it, he just flicks. He's got a nice little action there. Puts it right on the money. That's all they're able to do in the passing game is a lot of the underneath stuff.
Yep.
They have never been able to get anything deep. Secondary played excellent for the Saints this afternoon.
Oh, nearly intercepted. And he wanted it.
Read that perfectly.
Nathan Shute wanted that one and couldn't quite get his hands on it.
That was more of a man-to-man route, but the Saints were sitting in the zone and played that perfect. They ran that quick inside-out play, a little rub or pick play. The Saints played it very well, stayed in their zone. Very well-disciplined defense this afternoon by the Saints.
There you go. Punt here for LT. Nice hang time on that one. Holiday's going to let that one bounce. Takes a Blue Devil bounce. That might be the best punt they're going to have all season long. Down to the 3-yard line.
Holiday really misjudged that punt.
He sure did.
Let that one get over his head. It looked like he had an easy chance to fair catch that.
70-plus yard punt on the roll. 72 yards. Down to the 2-yard line. Put that one in the record books. I wonder what the longest punt in LT history is.
I don't know. That's got to be right there. Look at how he comes up on it, and then it goes over his head.
If you're gonna look into Lawrence Tech history books, you're going all the way back to the 30s, because Lawrence Tech originally had a football team back in the 30s and 40s, but it got discontinued until it was revived in 2018.
Wow.
Their head coach Jeff Duvendeck, he was there for a couple years. Then Avante Mitchell, last 4 seasons, went 13-20, and now the 3rd head coach of the Lawrence Tech football team 2.0. Inside run, Owen McGuire getting some more playing time for the Saints offense. Under 6 minutes to go.
It's like Laura's put an extra lineman in there, a 4-man line now.
About a 1-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, they got a 4-man defensive line in there. Something new.
Some of the players just kind of standing straight up.
Letting that clock run down.
Oh, yeah. Quite see.
McGuire the quarterback here.
Yep, McGuire's the quarterback. Ooh, almost muffed the snap. Owen's going to take it and go up to the 5-yard line. There's some of the press box folks cheering on Owen. He's been with the program forever, too. Glad to see him get some extra playing time as we tick down to 5 minutes. Well, we saw why Tom Miller was named the assistant coach of the year in the league last year, didn't we? The defensive coordinator for St. Francis.
Well deserved. The way his kids play today, he's going to get another one of those.
I'm not sure. I don't think we got any individual results today from any of the St. Francis players that might garner a Conference Player of the Year award. A great run up to the 15-yard line. That's enough for a first down for the Saints to move the sticks, keeps the clock moving.
He almost broke that one.
Blake Allen again, the ball carrier.
I think Tumblety may have.
Yeah, okay.
Throwing and running, I think that he's going to be up there for offensive player.
Well, if he does, it'll be his second in a row in the first 2 weeks of the season, because he won it for his performance last week against Waldorf. Tumblety has 173 through the air and 146 on the ground. Okay, you know what? That's a pretty good resume. 3 touchdowns throwing, 2 passing.
He spread it around too.
He did, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different receivers caught balls today. And there goes Allen.
I tell you what, I like is Allen. He runs extremely well.
Blake Allen, the junior out of Marietta, California.
Keeps the shoulders square, makes nice jump cuts, run through the defender when it's time to get when it's
the first down for the Saints.
Try to run through tackles. I like the way this young man runs.
23rd first down of the game for St. Francis.
He's one of those low gravity type kids that's hard to find coming through the line, and when he do, he's on you quick, and he's got a great quickness in his cuts.
Owen McGuire, the quarterback for the Saints here on first down. The give. Allen.
Look at that, little stutter step, positive yards.
Picks up 4. Under 3 minutes to go.
So offensive line that's come in is doing a nice job. It's nice to see the offense still keep their momentum and rhythm going when they change personnel here. They're looking really good up front, playing hard. A lot of positives out here for the Saints today.
Another one to tack onto that, no turnovers.
You mentioned that before the game today. And they took care of the ball.
Saints defense, on the other hand, they have 4 takeaways. I'm sorry, 3. 2 fumble recoveries and an interception from Trey Sayers.
Well, you can't ask more than that to be +3 in the takeover. And that's why you see, what's happened here in the third quarter today. They took the ball away on their first offensive play of the half, the interception. We went in and scored and never looked back.
2-minute warning here. We'll take a timeout as well. 2 minutes to go here in this home opener for St. Francis. They are leading it 46-7 over Lawrence Tech.
The University of St. Francis in Joliet is a welcoming community of learners, ready to make you feel right at home. With a diverse student body that is a reflection of the community we serve, our students say over and over that USF truly feels like family. To get the excellent education and promising future you deserve, visit stfrancis.edu. Our home is your home. Make yourself comfortable at USF.
Players make their way back onto a very warm ATI field at Joliet Memorial Stadium. Appreciate everyone tuning in, whether you're watching on our live YouTube feed. We appreciate that. Everyone from Michigan and Illinois and wherever you are. And, of course, watching in the Joliet area via tape delay on Channel 6. Everyone listening on WCSF, live on the St. Francis radio station. We appreciate you. Third down. Allen, the ball carrier, hitting the backfield. Nothing doing there, lost 2.
Like a little draw, a little delay there. And Lawrence got some good penetration on the right side and nowhere to go. So now 4th down. Are we going to continue to run the ball here, run some clock? No sense bringing your punting team out. Just run the ball, try and run off some clock here.
.130 to go.
I think he'll probably take it down and maybe call timeout and then bring his punt team out if he wants. Maybe run it down. Does it call timeout with 1 second left on the play clock? That's what we're doing.
Of course, a lot of realignment in the MSFA this year. We had to bring in from the east over to the west, Marion and St. Francis, Indiana, and that's because Roosevelt left not only the MSFA but left the NAIA to go Division II. St. Ambrose left the MSFA to go to the Heart of America Conference, so to fill those gaps, Marion and St. Francis have come in from the east to the west. That gives the Midwest 6 teams, which is the minimum that you have to get that automatic berth into the playoffs. Over on the Mid-East side, they had some holes to fill too, so they brought in Defiance College out of Ohio, which gives that league 7 teams. So new look MSFA, some new teams out there, but we're kind of playing the same schools that we usually do, just kind of means something a little different. Well, never like to see a Marion come into your conference when you're trying to battle for a playoff berth. But they are the class of the conference right now, and they have been last couple of years. Another boomer from Adrian. Look at that one.
He's getting better as the day goes on.
Yeah.
Nice punt. Yeah, it's going to be a little more challenging, but what a great conference.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it, even though the conference kind of shifted a little bit east, it's an amazing conference. The 2 teams you lose and you bring in Marion and St. Francis, Indiana, holy cow. It'll make for some exciting football.
Yep. Of course, the pedigree of St. Francis, Indiana down there, they have a couple of playoff berths last couple of years. They've been down a little bit, but they also have the winningest coach in NAI history over there, and Kevin Donnelly.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing.
This is like his 3rd year back now, is it? Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So you give him, see where he is in 4 or 5 years, he gets his
good luck to that
recruiting classes. Yeah.
Little officials delay there. We're ready to go. I believe we're going to be talking to Marcelo Bernardi after the game. It'll be a fun conversation to see where the defensive. Got a little leg caught underneath that pile. But under a minute to go. I think we'll talk to Coach Curry as well. Start thinking about what you want to talk to Coach Curry about, because I know what I want to talk to him about.
It's always great to talk to Coach Curry.
Yeah, we appreciate him too. He's very generous with his time, not only after victories like this, but he'll talk to us after losses too, and always very candid and honest.
Well, when you look at the pro, it always starts from the top, and there's not a more classier person or person who works as hard. And he's really put together a great staff. He coaches his coaches, and his players really respond. I'm so impressed with the execution of the team today.
Yep.
And the coaching and everything, all 3 facets. It's a great win for the Saints.
46-7, second week in a row. They put up over 40 points. And some pretty gaudy numbers from Sam Tumulty. 9 for 19 through the air. Not the most efficient, but 173 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, Sam Tumulty, the leader rushing as well. 19 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. So responsible for 3 scores. Gavin Day had his best game as a Saint. 12 carries, 108 yards. Allen has got some great playing time as well. Blake Allen, 8 carries, 36 yards. Stan McLaren, 4 carries for 26 and a touchdown. James Zillinger, 8 carries for 8 yards as well. Receiving, leading the way, Dezion Jordan, Ryan Little, Gavin Day, all with 2 catches. Dezion had 2 catches for 62 and a score. That one went for 52 yards. Ryan Little, 2 catches for 20 yards. Gavin Day, 2 catches for 18 and a touchdown. And Latorius Holiday with 1 big 63-yard touchdown as well. Down to the field we go. Coach Joe Curry, congratulations there, Coach. I know it's a hot one. We won't keep you for too long, but I think 5 touchdowns in the third quarter? What was the message in halftime? Because the execution in that third quarter was crazy good.
Get out of our own way. That was, we had some penalties and some uncharacteristic things, and, I about lost it, but we got it together in the third quarter, and that was great to see. The one positive to see is we didn't come out and play the way we expected to begin with, and the kids found a way to respond in the second half and execute, and started with Sam making the big play before the half, and then it kind of just carried over from there.
Well, when your defenses play well, it always keeps you in the game and allow you the chance to make some of those adjustments offensively. Maybe comment on the great job your defense played today. The line dominated the line of scrimmage. Your coverage was excellent, and I was really impressed with the way your linebackers and secondary tackled this afternoon.
Yeah, so was I. I got to give all the credit to Tom Miller. He does a great job with our defense, and he does a great job coaching those guys up. They actually had us on a few scheme things in the first half. They ran a speed option into the boundary. They only ran it a couple times, but that gave us some schematical issues. And then, there was a draw that they hit on us that, we should have rallied and made the play. So there wasn't anything that we just that other than the speed option that we just didn't know. It was just, that we have to execute on those. It's like a pet peeve of mine. 3rd and 14, we shouldn't give up. But we gave that one up, and then we were lucky enough we gave up a score there, and lucky enough to come out here in the second half and had a good second half.
Well, congratulations, Coach, going 1-0 again.
Yep, that's all that matters.
Appreciate you.
All right, thanks.
Congratulations, Coach.
And Gavin Day standing by as well, the St. Francis starting running back. 12 carries today for 108 yards, couple catches and a score as well. Gavin, you hear us okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, congratulations, man. It's been fun watching you come up through the program last couple of years. You've been behind a couple of pretty good running backs, but looks like 2024 is your year to lead this ground attack. What's it feel like to be the feature back this year?
It feels good. Just all the work I put in is finally paying off, and just with all the other running backs ahead of me and the previous years, they've really helped me out to be the back I've been today.
Hey, Gavin, this is Coach Dan Sharp up here. Really impressed when you guys came out in the third quarter, and especially impressed when you ran your two-back offense. They were running some kind of outside zone for you. And you want to tell us a little bit about that play and how things opened up for you there?
Yeah, we just ran it one time in the second quarter, and it went pretty long, so we just stuck with it and helped us out for the win today.
Well, it went pretty long because you were carrying the ball there, kid. Great job today.
Thank you.
And your touchdown actually came through the air. Do you like being a wide receiver out of the backfield?
I like to do that in my training as well, just so I can be the best back I can be and just put my team in the best position to win. So.
There you go. Hard hat and lunch pail, man. Good job. Congratulations on another win.
Thank you.
Good luck next week, Gavin.
Thank you.
Gavin Day over there with over 180 total yards and a touchdown in his second game as being the featured back. Big win out here for the Saints during their home opener, 46-7, looking to get a few more eyes opened in that top 25 ranking that's going to come out on Tuesday. They started off not mentioned at all in the preseason, had a few votes this week in the receiving votes category. We'll see if they can crack the top 25 with another big 39-point victory here tonight. Next game is on the road. We'll see them up at Concordia University in Ann Arbor, and then the next home game is on the 28th. That's homecoming, my friends, as they welcome in the 5th-ranked team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan, who takes on Valparaiso a little bit later on tonight. Big thanks, Coach Sharp. Pleasure doing another one with you. We'll see you in a few weeks here, huh?
Oh, it's great to be with you again, Nick, and just an honor to be in a booth with you. Really enjoyed it.
My pleasure's mine. Another win for the Saints today, 46-7. We'll see you next week up in Ann Arbor on the USF Sports TV Network.